1027 WNEW, New York.
You can't come popping in here as gay as a cricket.
Broadcasting live from beautiful Midtown Manhattan, where on a clear night you can almost see Cardinals being instructed to keep their hands off their altar boys, Little Popes. It's the Ron and Fez Show, and I'm your announcer, Al Dukes. And now let's introduce your hosts. Two guys who celebrated Earth Day by burning old tires in their backyard. Here they are, Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley, radio's environmental enthusiast.
It is the Ron and Fez Show. According to our dull announcer, Fezzy, who's taking some real shots at the Catholic Church. Can we get rid of Al as the announcer?
Al Dukes is now on announcer probation.
I can't imagine going back to Hawk. I can't see doing anything at all with Billy Staples.
Billy's unworkable with right now.
Joe Pooh still has the same extended vacation problems?
Extended vacation continues.
Yeah.
With the Pooh Man.
Yeah. What about this? The winner of the pepper and hot sauce eating contest, the Tenacious C, gives it a shot for tomorrow.
I like that idea. That's well-deserved. She earned it.
I'd love to see that happen. If not, Fezzy, what about our own Wonder Boy?
Wonder Boy?
Yeah.
Do you think he'd even want it?
Look at him. His head just hit his chest. He really wanted it bad.
I would love to be the announcer. I have no problem doing that.
What about yeah, but you didn't win the hot pepper eating contest.
No, that's true. I didn't win the hot pepper eating contest.
You were disgusting. You were standing right behind me. We're talking about, of course, the hot pepper hot sauce competition at the Cruel Circus last Friday night at Carava's place. It was the entire staff competing against each other. Tenacious C wins. Wonder Boy, you grossed me out. You had this pepper and hot sauce dripping down your chin.
I called that the pepper waterfall, Fezzy.
Oh, it was so
just
gross.
Gushing out of his mouth and flowing down his chin.
Green slime just slurping all over him.
It was a lot juicier than I thought it was going to be, so I guess I was a hard time.
Was it delicious, though? Was it fantastic?
I don't think I would say the word delicious as much as very hot.
Would you like more?
No.
Hot
you
and
want
good?
more?
Would you say hotty fresh?
I would say hot and bad, really, if I had to.
What was the worst thing for you?
Having to eat hot stuff?
Yeah, I know, but what was the worst of the hot stuff?
The peppers, the sauce, or the wasabi?
I would say wasabi, but I had already done it before, so it wasn't that bad. And a hot sauce I didn't really care for, just having a
You didn't care for it. You were throwing up in a bucket. And now tonight it becomes I didn't care for it.
Okay, I hated the hot sauce most of all, I would say.
And you wonder why you're not the announcer.
Yeah, you can't be the announcer. You're too nuts.
You puked on the wasabi. That's what made you puke.
He doesn't remember Friday. I love the hot sauce, hot pepper eating contest, Fezzy, because it went to show testicular fortitude. Who could stick it out, who couldn't? All right, let's go through this. The guy who went out first, Billy Staples.
Billy Staples with his pouch couldn't handle it. His stomach is stapled. His little pouch was burning off inside of him. He hit the bucket puking.
And let's face it, a natural quitter.
Oh, at everything.
Quits everything he does. The only thing he doesn't quit is drugs and alcohol. All right, after that...
You would have to tell him that peppers are drugs and alcohol.
Right.
That the peppers are drugs, the hot sauce is alcohol, and he'd still be in it now.
The next person go out, Al Dukes, correct?
Yeah, I think Al went out next.
All right, hold on. Let's go over it, Roy.
All right, Hawk actually went out first.
Hawk, there's a loser if I ever heard of one. Why would you go out so damn fast?
Hawk fact.
I wasn't feeling well that day.
You're a loser, Hawk, and you lose every contest you're ever in.
Normally I could hold my own, but that particular day I was,
You have never held your own.
And you've never won a contest for us.
Any competition we put you in, you lose.
I try my hardest, though.
I'll admit that.
I don't know what your hardest is.
I want to win, I just can't.
So Hawk went out first.
All right, then Billy, then Al?
No, Al went out, and then Billy immediately right after Al.
Okay.
All right.
And then Wonder Boy a couple of seconds
That's
afterwards.
when Al started puking. We had the big puke bucket on stage. Al started puking, and Billy shoved Al out of the way so he could puke and not do it on Al's bald head.
Well, he actually, I think, did dribble on Al's head, too.
Aw. My scalp is burning.
Then you finally went out. You and Tenacious C went toe-to-toe, like a couple of heated warriors.
Spoonfuls of hot sauce, one after another. Roy Hampton's versus the Tenacious C.
And she beat you.
No, I'm extremely upset with myself on that.
Here was the other weird thing. You were both crying from the hot sauce, but you were so red and doing the big scream, and she just sat there crying silently.
Which was actually kind of hot on her part.
Yeah, it was very hot.
I think I needed to do that to get my adrenaline pumping to try to get rid of the burning in my mouth.
Roy Hampton, you made several mistakes. I think you smeared the hot sauce on your face at one point, so that had to burn on the outside.
Yeah, it went in your eyeball.
And then you got it right in your eye. That didn't help anything.
I was crying so much that I just had to wipe my eye, and when I did that, immediately when I touched my eye, I was just like, that was stupid.
All right, do we need hotter peppers next time?
I think we should hotten up the peppers.
All right, do we have some of the clips from the other night?
Yes, we do.
All right, what do we have? Because I don't have it in front of me.
Okay.
And I don't want to bore the people with Rory talk.
Okay.
What do we have? Just tell me what we have.
We have the Hawk puking and then Billy eating it right after Hawk puked.
Ew.
Why would Billy do such a thing?
He's so disgusting.
Billy was nuts. Billy, when he wasn't sucking on big conjoined toes.
Billy was just a maniac at the Cruel Circus. All right, here's Hawk going out of the competition. Anyone want to quit?
Al spitting a little bit.
Al, eat your pepper. Ronnie, Hawk is puking. Hawk is puking. Oh.
Wait a minute. Here's the question. Will Billy eat the puke pepper?
Hawk is out. Will Billy eat the puked up pepper?
What an idiot. What a big, beautiful idiot.
Gross.
What was the hottest pepper we had?
It was called a Scotch bonnet.
I never heard of that.
And that's part of the habaneros?
Yes, it's a type of habanero. It's the same hotness as a habanero.
All right, is the habanero the hottest pepper out there? We'll have to look into this. What the really hot peppers are from next time. All right, here is Al and Billy and Wonder Boy all puking. On three, they eat a huge spoon of wasabi. 1, 2, 3.
Eat your wasabi.
Al Dukes is puking. Oh, Billy Staples is puking with him.
Billy puked on Al's head. We lost 2 on the wasabi. We lost 2. Billy is still puking. Al, puke in the bucket.
Wonder Boy's puking.
Wonder Boy is out.
Beautiful. They were all pushing each other out of the way of that big bucket.
We may need more buckets next time, too. Well, you live and you learn. This is what happens.
How did Tenacious C, how did a girl win in a hot sauce and hot pepper eating contest?
I think she's used to eating hot food all the time. She says she loves hot, spicy foods.
She is hot. Matter of fact, you know who's just hitting on her?
Who's that?
Norton.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird. Here's the Tenacious C.
The champ, the winner.
Hi, Tenacious C.
She should have the Horde Kings music from this point on. She's the queen of the hot sauce.
Congratulations, Queenie.
Oh, thank you very much.
What was the hottest pepper for you?
The Scotch bonnet. bonnet one, the one at the end.
So even though you had all these hot things in your mouth, it's still getting hotter as the contest is going on?
Oh, my God, yeah. At first, I didn't really feel it as much, and then as it was going one after another, I couldn't take it.
Do you normally eat hot stuff?
Yeah, but not like that. Not
You know, the tears were just flowing for you, which was perfect. That's the perfect hot chick look.
You had those real thick tears that were just trailing down your cheekbones.
Hey, Rory, weren't you saying that even your tears were burning?
Oh, it was so hot. It was just pouring down my face, and I felt it burning on my cheeks.
So
wherever
anything could possibly exit on the body, it was hot.
Yes, everything
That's
was
cool.
That's why my face was so red. My entire body was so hot. My heart was racing. Like, I felt it. It was just like thump, 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 thump.
Yeah,
thump,
why
thump.
does that crank your heart up?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe the adrenaline was just kicked in so much for me.
Can you die from that?
I'm going to tell you right now, that contest is much more exciting than most sports contests on TV. Because you don't know what's going to happen. And we had EMTs there at both times.
Right.
And I remember checking with the EMT, and he just said they're effing nuts.
Yeah, they seemed a little worried after.
Yeah, why? How could that hurt you?
after.
Eating so much hot stuff. How could that hurt?
Well, the worst was
Bring
right
your body temp up?
after it all ended. I was looking for the EMTs because I started feeling really sick, and they all just took off right after the contest.
Well, they went to go drinking.
They were no longer needed. The show was over.
Let me explain something. Those guys are heroes, all right? You guys are just a couple of ham and eggers eating hot sauce.
Tenacious C, do you want to be the announcer tomorrow? You earned it.
Yeah, I think I can do it.
Yeah? You excited about it?
Queen of the hot sauce.
That would be our first girl announcer.
Oh, so proud.
Since Al.
By the way, you saying why you're called the Tenacious C got out on the air, I believe, in D.C. Yeah, because the F Squad did not edit it properly. And one of the F Squad is Rudy, who we barely have anything to do. He used to be our buddy, and then turned against us. Now, when he's running this part of the show, Fezzy, he's dropping the F-bomb every which way.
Oh, yeah. We can't say actual regular words, never mind that they're not curses, but he'll just let everything out.
So you really thought that you should talk to the EMTs about the heat?
Yeah, my heart was racing so much, and my hands were trembling, like
How
really
long before
bad.
you got your taste buds back?
I had a beer immediately after the show, and I could not taste it at all. Like, it was probably good 45 minutes. After my third beer is when I started tasting again.
When did you stop crapping?
Early Saturday evening, like around 5 o'clock.
Did that burn too?
Oh, it was like pure lava. Just burning.
That's awful.
And the worst was
Crapping lava.
it was like each pepper was coming out separately. So I would keep going to the
You
bathroom
need to
constantly.
chew more. You got to chew more.
So you felt the layers.
Yes, it was each sauce and each pepper just coming out at the end.
What was the hottest pepper for you?
The Scotch bonnet, definitely.
All right, hold on. We've got Mark is going to tell us some hot peppers. Mark, you're on Fez.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Mark.
Okay, habaneros or the Scotch bonnet, they're nothing. They got this pepper from India. It's called a teppan pepper. It's about 6 or 7 times as hot as those Scotch bonnets.
Now, can you guys even imagine after being in this contest anything hotter?
No way. That was
It's
extremely hot.
They are just, incredibly hot. They'll kill you. But if you guys want, I can get you some and send them on to the show.
Yes, please.
Hold on, Mark.
Yes, please. So those are teppans, I think you said.
Here is Nick. Nick, you're on Fez.
Hey,
What's
Nick.
up? Hey, you can measure the heat of peppers in Scoville units.
All right, what's the hottest, do you know?
I'm not sure the hottest, but I know it's like 700,000 Scoville units. There's a pepper store by me.
I don't know how we're supposed to measure Scoville units, though.
Don't ask me.
You called us.
Who was Scoble, the first guy to eat a hot pepper?
I know George Scoble. He used to be on Hollywood Squares. Hey, Eric. Eric, you're on Fez.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah, how you doing? One of the hottest hot sauces I've ever had was this Blair's Red Hot Death Sauce.
I think we had that in.
From ExtremeFood.com.
Yeah, didn't we have that?
They've got this guy. It's insane. I don't know. It says you got to use one micro drop per.
Well, we don't play that game. We do full spoons.
Oh, it's a different.
Yeah, I think we have had that on the show.
All right,
the Blair stuff.
Yeah, I think the Blair's Death Sauce is what we had, and it was not all that big of a deal. All right, thanks a lot.
877-692-1027.
Here's the paramedic from the other night, John. John, thanks for being there.
Hey, man, it was my pleasure.
Yeah.
So I heard Rory saying he turned around and he couldn't find us, huh?
Yeah, you guys were going like Batman.
Dude, he was shaking like an epileptic. The last thing I wanted to do was work. No, just kidding.
hey, John. John, let me ask you this. Could something
My partner
bad...
was worried about tenacious. He wasn't worried about her health. He was hitting on her.
What? Is there something bad about eating too much hot sauce and hot peppers?
Yeah, this shall pass.
Yeah, right.
That's the only thing anyone has to worry about?
These guys are ready to go to the hospital because they had a little bit of hot sauce.
What would they do at the hospital for that? Give you ice chips?
What's that?
What could the hospital, the emergency room, possibly do for eating hot stuff?
Pump his stomach.
Oh, that would be great.
And then Billy would eat it.
All right, thanks a lot, John. Thanks for everything you guys did the other night. We got the big-ass night of fights coming up in less than a month, Fezzy.
That's right. It's coming up, big-ass night of fights, too.
Also, we got a guest coming up in a little while.
From the new movie, Woody Allen's new film, Hollywood Ending, Tiffani Thiessen is going to be here.
You're a big fan of her, see? You grew up watching Saved by the Bell and 90...
Big Saved by the Bell fan.
264, whatever.
Beverly Hills 90210.
Is that it
and
is?
Saved by the Bell.
Which boy did you like best?
Zach.
Yeah?
Yeah, Zach.
He was so cute.
He's on NYPD Blue now.
Now, are those the same ones in reruns? They'll be in reruns forever?
Yeah. And then they did the college years, and they tried to do the next class, but everyone likes the originals.
Is that right?
Yeah. So Tiffani Thiessen will be with us in just a little bit.
Good. So if you got any questions for her, 877-692-1027. The movie, Fuzzy, another Woody Allen movie is going to be cool.
Woody Allen, Hollywood Ending, and what we're going to do is start qualifying people tonight. We're actually this Friday, we're going to play an in-studio round of You Know You Need Unique New York.
Are we doing like an in-studio game show every week now? I know.
Yes, we are. Have you picked up on that?
Only because Fez and I want to be game show hosts.
So now the grand prize is going to be a men's 18-karat Tourneau Safari watch. All right, now this thing is, what's the list price on this thing? It's like $900.
$900, yeah.
$900 watch, grand prize winner, men's 18-karat Tourneau Safari watch from Tourneau, the world's largest watch store since 1900.
All right, but the deal is the new movie, Hollywood Ending, Woody Allen, and, of course, Tiffani Thiessen in that as well. Here is the Pepper Schofield units, Fezzy. All right, a bell pepper has 0 to 100. And I'd be willing to eat a bell pepper at the next pepper eating contest.
Are you insane?
All right, that takes us all the way up to the habaneros, which go from 100,000 Schofield units to 300,000.
So depending on what kind of habanero, and that's what those, we had those, the Scotch bonnet.
Can I ask you why you have to turn Spanish when you say habanero?
Habanero.
Because you had a couple of Spanish classes. You have to use words like Mexico to me all the time.
And Tejas.
Yeah.
Our president is from Tejas. Habanero. It sounds much better in Spanish than habanero.
Do me a favor and find out what's wrong with our phones tonight, okay?
The person you're trying to reach is gay. Please try your call again.
That could explain it.
I just see him whacking all over the place. And it sounds like Billy's on him.
Because you hear how loud they are when they open the door.
Is Billy on him or Al?
Al is.
All right, so what is the big problem?
I think he's running around trying to talk to guests and answer the phones at the same time.
He's got to do one or the other. Hey, Mark, you're around Fez.
Hey, Mark.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Cool in the gang.
Hey, listen, I like hot peppers. I like hot stuff. But I got to tell you what hot peppers will do to you.
What's that?
And you wonder what will happen. Your stomach is covered with a very thick grotesque mucus lining. These peppers, especially a Scotch bonnet or a habanero like that, will literally burn through that protective mucus and actually put a hole in your stomach. It's really bad for you. At that point,
but it's not from eating them one. It's probably from eating them all the time, right? It's like, whiskey. One whiskey is going to kill you, but if you drink it every day, it's bad for you.
Yeah, but if you drink a quart of whiskey, okay, the same thing's going to happen. It's going to bust right through your stomach, and you'll be dead. Same thing will happen with a Scotch bonnet pepper.
All right, name one person who died from Scotch bonnet peppers.
George Washington died from a Scotch bonnet. Little known fact. Little known fact. He was chopping it up with his wooden teeth.
You're kidding, right?
Dead.
You're kidding.
Dead. No, I'm telling you.
All right, hold on. Let me check.
Hawk fact.
Hawk, before I listen to this guy and his ramblings, is that how George Washington died?
How did President Washington bite it?
I think it was a heart attack or something.
Yeah. It wasn't no Scotch bonnet pepper.
I thought he got
not.
some infection.
A pepper infection?
It wasn't a pepper infection. Nobody gets a pepper infection.
All right, keep Mark on there. This is driving me crazy. Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Josh.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
I'm a police officer, and Scoville heat units, the hottest ever known to man is measured at 1 million Scoville heat units, and the pepper spray that we carry on duty is measured at 15 million Scoville heat units.
So what if we had these guys eat pepper spray?
Actually, in the academy, there was an instructor that sprayed it on his sandwich and ate it, and he seemed to be okay.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it. All right, thanks.
No, all right, thank you.
You know what drives me crazy? Everybody knows these Scoville heat units, but you and I, Fezzy.
I've never heard of this in my life. And who the F is Scoville?
Yeah. He's the guy who invented the heat unit. Hey, Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ron and Fez? 13503 over here.
Yeah, buddy.
Just like in Scrabble, I want to challenge that Hawk fact.
Well, Hawk didn't know, but it would be challenging Mark about what did Washington die from.
George Washington did, in fact, die of pneumonia.
Pneumonia. All right, so there was no hot pepper.
Brought on by peppers?
No.
I don't think so.
People lie. All right, thank you very much.
All right,
Anthony. Pneumonia, of course. That was freezing. Hey, Ray, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Ray.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
Yeah.
Listen, you guys said that you had that death sauce on?
Yeah.
And you tried eating that?
Yeah.
There's 4 bottles past that of stuff called Megadeth.
Megadeth, I believe, was doing the Eddie Trunk show that night.
That was the 4th bottle past death sauce, but you can't eat it. I got a bottle home and can't even breathe it.
You know what? We might want to borrow that from you for the next gig, okay?
I have it.
All right. Hold on, my friend. I'm going to have Al talk to you and bore you, all right?
Okay.
We'll get some information from you. 877-692-1027.
Here's Todd. Todd, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello?
Hey. Yeah, go ahead, Todd.
Yo, man, George Washington died off of syphilis, not no damn pneumonia, the friggin' moron.
All right, thanks a lot. Syphilis.
How did he get that?
The slaves. Wasn't he banging his own slaves?
I thought that was Jefferson.
Washington didn't have slaves still?
I'm sure he did. But respected them.
Yeah, but let's do this other thing where every time you try to get high, somebody tries to tell you that George Washington grew hemp plants, and I have to put up with that. I'm trying to enjoy myself. You know I'm talking about you too, see, right? You do the same stuff. You know who used to grow hemp? I'm like, shut up and let me enjoy, some music.
She loves the weed.
Yeah. That don't make you a bad person.
Can't get enough of it.
Hey, Chris, you're on Ron and Fez. But I don't like
her work.
I don't like the pot talk. Chris.
Yeah, you guys want something called Pure Cap.
All right.
It's a pure capsicum extract. You get it in a little dropper bottle.
All right, wait a minute. Now, what is the name of that? You said cap?
Pure Cap.
Yeah, but it's capsaicin?
Capsicum. That's the stuff they use in the police pepper spray.
Capsicum, I think, is what exactly makes the pepper hot, though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the actual extract of it. It's like police pepper spray in a dropper bottle. You drink this stuff, you'll be in a hospital, guaranteed.
All right, thanks. That's what we want.
The staff in the hospital. Because we have a staph infection.
All right, the instant feedback, Fez. He tells me that Washington died of severe inflammation of the tissue surrounding the tonsils. He had tonsillitis.
Yeah, he had a sore throat, and it killed him.
And if he didn't do that, he'd still be alive today.
He'd be old.
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Scott.
Hey there, how you doing?
What can we do for you, Scott?
More information about George Washington, but I think you got it on there.
Yeah. All right, we appreciate it, all right?
All right, thanks. All right, bye.
Guess he had some strep in there.
I don't want to hear about Washington again. Till his birthday. Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, guys, it's actually Dave, but they got Dan. That's okay.
All right, hold on for 1 second.
The person you're trying to reach is gay. Please try your call again.
Thank you, Al. So, Dan, what can we do for you?
It's Dave, guys.
Dave.
They were talking about the hot peppers, Scotch bonnets and the habaneros.
Yeah.
Interesting thing about the folks from the tropics down in Central America and South America to eat this stuff, they actually build up a resistance to the hot peppers. They literally use hot peppers as a remedy for stomach ailments. They don't suffer from them.
See, that makes perfect sense to me. I thank you very much, Dave.
So that's what we need to do with the people on our staff, these producers, build up their tolerance.
I'm not worried about Tenacious C, who wasted all the guys. Rory, you want another shot at her at the next live gig?
Yes, definitely. I would love to.
You're the only.
Take her down.
You're the only person.
So mean.
You're the only person that stands a chance out of our staff. I don't see Al doing this. I don't see Billy doing this. They both have boxing matches that night. Hawk has just become a total disappointment.
He's never won one competition we put him in.
Hawk, I am really quite afraid that he's Fez's nephew, because I've never seen the point of keeping him, but he's never more than 2 feet away from Fez.
He gets nervous if I'm not around.
You're like his...
my lackey.
Yeah, his lackey, his boy Friday. You're his Alfred.
Only he knows my secret true identity.
All right, Fezzy, we're going to take a break and come back with Tiffani Thiessen.
Tiffani Thiessen is here from the new Woody Allen film, Hollywood Ending.
Hollywood Endings. It's 877-692-1027. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
Tommy K's 3 at their new location on Route 59 in Nanuet is the Vitamin and Sports Supplement Wholesale Store.
Oh, Fezzy, you know what I want to do here? I want to send our own Wonder Boy up there, and I want you to put Fez and I on a whole new regime, Wonder Boy.
Oh, I would love this.
Go to Tommy K's, Route 59 in Nanuet. It's the and get us the best vitamins. First of all, I think Fez and I need something just to clear everything out.
Okay, so you want to do a cleanse?
Yeah, I want to do a cleanse.
Perfect.
Right? And then what after that? What do you think we're going to need, Fez?
We're going to need some sort of vitamins.
I want vitamins. I want like an energy thing. I want something to clear us up a little bit. I want our eyes and our hair to sparkle.
Okay. So you want to start with a cleanse and then maybe a rejuvenating program.
Yeah, rejuvenating.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah.
What are some of the name brands they have there, Fez?
They got EAS, Metrix, Twin Labs, Solgar, Muscle Tech, Nature's Way, and lots of others, all at wholesale prices.
Now, the prices are 20 to 60% less than other vitamin shops. Every day on every product. Get up there, Wonder Boy, and I want you to start. Fez and I want us to go from crap to just cruising, all right? I want us to look great within a month. I want us to feel better.
Yeah, okay. I can.
Like,
I'll
isn't that a youth thing there that makes us feel younger and happier and
something that helps us think straight?
Yeah,
okay,
so
there's a way to cobwebs.
So it rejuvenates while making you younger and think a little straighter.
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
And something for the wood. I want the wood to be slammy. Okay?
I didn't think you'd have a problem with that, but
I mean slam. I never want to lose wood.
And something that's
I want it 100% of the day.
Okay, I'll get right on that. Not the wood.
Make a list.
Don't get on the wood.
No, never.
And at Tommy K3, you're going to get the best personal fitness advice from people like Brent. Brent knows what he's doing, Wonder Boy. If you have any questions, go to Brent and say, listen, Brent, I'm an idiot. I'm a retard. I need your help.
That's you.
Don't be afraid to ask Brent for help.
No, I wouldn't be afraid at all.
Now, you can save literally hundreds of dollars a year by shopping at Tommy K's 3 in Nanuet. You don't have to wait for special sales the first Tuesday of the month. Shop on the internet. The prices are so good, we can't say them on the air because it would get them in trouble. I'm not sure, but I think they're stealing a lot of these vitamins somehow, whether they're holding up trucks or trains.
I wouldn't ask them about that.
No, it's none of our business.
No,
leave Brent alone. Just get what we need, please.
Ask him only for help.
Tommy K's 3, 208 East Route 59 in Nanuet, heading towards Spring Valley up in Rockland County, New York. It's in a small shopping center right near Stilettos. You can't miss it, Wonder
Now,
Boy.
here's what everyone can do. You can get on this program with Fez and I, all right? You're going to get rejuvenated. You're going to be cleansed and rejuvenate just like Fez and I are.
And have wood that's slamming.
Also be younger and think straighter.
You should be something more than think straighter.
Think
clear.
Clear.
Clear. Straighter
Right.
is
A little
not
more clear. Sure.
Maybe, just don't constantly bring up the wood thing. Because that makes me...
don't open the conversation with Brent talking about the wood.
I'll mention it in
You'll look
passing.
ridiculous. You'll make fools of us.
Yeah.
No, I'll say that everything's going good. You just want to know if it could be better.
Yeah, here's the phone number. I want you to write this down, okay, Wonder Boy?
Yes.
845-623-7373. Read it back to me, Wonder Boy.
It's 845-623-7373.
All right, it's Tommy Case 3. You're my lackey, all right? Fez has Hawk. You're mine.
But I think I'd like to give
My lackey
vitamins
would kill your lackey.
Find out what Tiffani Thiessen's on.
Okay.
What kind of vitamin she's taking. I see her out there. She looks fantastic.
Do you give me permission to speak with her then?
No.
Okay.
I want to look
ask
like
Brent
Yeah.
what Tiffani Thiessen's on.
I want to look like her within a month.
All right. Is that too much to ask?
Not at all.
All right. Tommy Case 3 and Nanuet.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
We're out of Fez on a Monday, 877-692-1027. Ronnie, coming to the studio right now. You know her as All-American Kelly Kapowski. Vixen Valerie Malone from 90210.
Yeah. You got the numbers right this time.
This time. And now she's in Woody Allen's new movie opening May 3rd everywhere, Hollywood Ending. Tiffani Thiessen.
Hi.
Beautiful, Tiffani.
Oh,
Hi, Tiffani. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
You came in here like you're dressed for TV. That's how gorgeous you're dressed today.
Well, it is for you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm going out to dinner afterwards. So.
Really? Where are you going?
We're dressed to watch TV.
I'm not going to say that.
Come on. Where can everybody come meet you? Meet and greet.
I'm going to have steak afterwards. I'm very excited. I'm starving. So if my tummy
Now we're all
growls and you can
starving.
hear it, now, that'll be the reason.
You are so tiny.
Thanks. I like you for saying that.
Or maybe you just look that way sitting around us. Yeah, maybe that's the only thing. Hey, you did the new Woody Allen movie, which every actor in Hollywood always wants to do a Woody Allen film.
It's true. It's very, very true. It's a funny story, actually, because I remember it, completely, that I got this phone call from my agent and my manager who were, doing the whole, both on the phone thing and conferencing, and they called me to say that, Woody saw some tape of mine and wants me to fly out to New York and meet him. And I was like, what? What are you talking? This came out of nowhere. And so I flew to New York and I met him, and then a week later they're like, okay, so you have to go to New York in a couple weeks. And I knew nothing about the film because it's very, that's how he works. You don't know anything about the script.
So what does he say to you when he meets you?
He's really shy. He didn't say too much to me. He really didn't.
Yeah. We're the same way.
He really didn't, but you kind of look at him and he's that kind of quiet, but you just know that genius, he's just, that brain's just kind of working 24/7.
So you don't know what exactly quality that got you in?
I don't. I have no clue. I really don't. I don't know what he saw tape-wise of me and what I just met him. It was literally I flew out to New York. Was here for 2 days, and I met him over maybe 15 minutes,
And when do you finally find out what you're going to do in this film, what your role is?
Never.
I didn't.
She never knows.
You're going to have to see it May 3rd. You're great.
Exactly. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't find out until I got here and started shooting. And I didn't even get a full script. I didn't know what anybody else was doing in the film.
So you were kind of playing the movie in the movie.
Yes. I play the lead actress in the movie. It's a little cameo role. It's a small little role, but
it's a cameo role, and then a lot. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people do with Woody.
Yeah,
and then maybe he'll use you in another 40 films.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Also, I was trying to go over this in my head. Of all the Woody Allen films I've seen, I think I've seen anyone. I think yours was the first breast that ever got touched.
You might be right.
Because he talks about sex all the time.
Yeah.
Very rarely does it, but then he touched your breasts.
Right, but there's a reason for it, and the comedy about it is kind of makes it funny. You don't want to give that away, but it is kind of funny.
Scene.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah.
It was great. It was so great, and and it was funny because I was expecting to get a lot of direction, and I didn't. I really didn't, and he shoots really fast, and he wants it to be really fresh and real.
Is that good for you, or
I that's the way I like to shoot,
Well, because you come out of TV where you have to.
Yeah, and it's and I think a lot of it too is he just wants it really real and really natural, and it's. And so we just did it a few times, and then that was that, and it happened, and it was over, and I was like, that's it.
And you have the scene where it's just you and Woody.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah. That was all I cared about. I just wanted to make sure it lasted, was still in the film when it had finally finished.
All right, so it's Hollywood Ending Fest.
Hollywood Ending. It opens May 3rd.
Now, DreamWorks set this up, so we had a chance to go screen it last week at the screening room.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was great. And at the Brill Building, which was really cool to be in there. But while we're watching the movie, they are looking at dailies in the movie in the screening room which was the exact screening room that we were sitting in at the time.
That was very weird.
Was it weird?
I felt like I did acid.
Yeah.
I looked behind us to see if Woody was sitting there then.
I know.
Right.
Are we in the film?
I felt like John Nash, where suddenly things are happening. The other thing about Woody's real weird. I went up to see him play jazz one night. And what's the name of that little club? It's like the little hotel.
I really wanted to do that last year when I was shooting. I really wanted to go see him.
Carlisle, that's right.
Carlisle, okay.
Which was also in the movie, the same place that he plays that had a little scene.
Right.
And he sits up there and doesn't really talk or look at the audience, but talks to the guy next to him real quiet, like, what you want to play next? I'm like,
oh, really?
There's only, acknowledge.
But I heard he's like very serious. He goes in there, plays music, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, a lot of French people, a lot of European people.
They love Woody Allen.
Which there was another joke. I don't want to give that away.
Yeah.
For the Woody Allen fans, there was a French joke and the way they love him there. But there was even a lot of French TV. Hey, I see Rick from the O&A show is hanging around. He wants to take a picture of you. He has a big crush on you. I hope you don't mind.
He's a big fan.
And he's also a very attractive guy, and I think maybe something. There he is. Come on in, Rick. Take your pic.
Come on in, Rick.
You want to take a picture of her or just
Rick from the O&A show. He has a real AC Slater quality to him, doesn't
Is that right?
He does. He does.
The two of them want to get...
he wants in it.
Well, let me take my headphones off.
Yeah, take the headphones off, stand up against the wall.
She's been in a number of TV movies,
Do you love them all?
Yeah. Like The Stranger Next to Me.
Sure.
Are you gay? Why would you love those movies?
The Stranger Beside Me is called, Rick.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, answer the question.
She's done a lot of good rape movies.
Just answer the question.
It's the TV movie rape genre I'm into. So.
We got to give that, though, when Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey, cheese.
Look at how much hotter she makes it.
Now, you're like in... Look at Rick. Rick actually made it look like he was going to the prom with her.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Rick all of a sudden put on his seductive look. He just looked downward and put on his... No smile, just we're always together.
Yeah.
Me and Tiffani Thiessen.
I knew her when she was Amber in the middle.
Yeah, I know. I did, too. Isn't that funny?
That's cool.
You're done with that? Is that more like a kid thing to you?
Honestly, it was just kind of something I guess you would call my people.
Yeah.
I don't know. My agents and my managers were like, it's probably let's just cut it, which was fine by me, So that's a mouthful to say and to write.
Well, I remember when he was Woody Amber Allen. And that's when he
let that go.
The funny thing, my fiance wants to take the Amber.
Oh, is that right?
So he wants it, actually. It's up for bid, so if anybody wants it,
put it on eBay.
There you go.
You have a fiance. Rick is crushed now.
Now he's crying outside the studio.
That was beautiful.
I'm sorry.
That was beautiful. And the gay thing was perfect. It's the worst possible thing you can say to a guy.
I think it's kind of funny because those movies are on, Lifetime.
That's him.
Television for women and gay men.
That's Rick.
I'm not gay.
Oh, yeah. Right.
How many times do you have to yell that in a day?
Dude, anytime you see her on the screen, you're not going to stop and look?
Okay, well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a little channel surfing.
That's good.
All of a sudden,
right?
And then his son-in-law, for Christ's sakes, nearly naked, which was hot.
Wow.
Right, because you're so straight that's what appeals to you.
Right.
Tiffany, this just proves every place has a screech.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
Every place has nothing. Screech. You're well-liked.
Yeah, you're well-liked. All right, so folks want to ask you some questions, and we got to let you go. Are you going out with Woody tonight? Are you guys hanging somewhere?
Yeah.
See, I want to. That's the crowd I should be hanging around with, like you and Woody and.
You don't have enough big, powerhouse
not
friends.
Like that, but I should be I feel like I'm the type of person that Diane Keaton and I should be friends. Whoever Woody hangs out with, that should be my crowd.
Yeah, that's true.
We're in the same town.
What kind of people do you hang
out with? Right now,
with?
just Fez.
Oh.
And sometimes my
lackey. Doesn't seem anything wrong with that.
Yeah, but
thank you, Tiffany.
You know, I like to move up. Hey, so you're you're engaged?
Yes, I am.
Who are you engaged to?
His name is Richard.
Yeah. No one famous?
Yeah, I mean he's an actor. I met him on his show. He had a show called Two Guys and a Girl, and I met him on his show for when I did the show.
Two Guys and a Girls in a Pizza Place.
Yeah,
that one?
Exactly.
Nice.
That's the show with Van Wilder in it.
Oh yeah.
The guy. Well, that was the other guy on the show.
Right. He was the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Here's so everything's good for you.
Everything's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
Here's Eric. Eric, you're on Fez.
Hey, Eric.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, hey, how are you?
Good. I was just wondering if you're still in touch with the cast of Saved by the Bell, if you still speak to them.
You know, it's so funny. Somebody just asked me that. I actually, when I was actually here, I can't believe you're playing that. I can hear that. I can hear that.
Get her headphones on.
Do you remember how big my bangs were?
Yeah, but that's cute.
Aquanet, hello. I actually, when I was here last summer shooting the Woody Allen film, I actually got to see Mark Paul, which I hadn't seen in years. So that was the last time I'd seen him, which was really nice. And Mario, I talk to every once in a while, but that's pretty much about it.
You keep bringing up the Woody Allen stuff, Tom?
To Mark Paul?
Yeah, like, say, Mario, so you're hanging around with Danny Bonaducci, you're not hanging around with Woody Allen.
Woody Allen,
How's that feel?
You know what? Actually, I mean, you know, that was a huge thing for him to go on that show. It's so great, and he's wonderful. He was really, really good.
No, I'm not up that early. I'm sure it's terrific, though. Here's...
It's gotta be good. It's got Dick Clark.
Sure. Here's...
That's Mario.
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Tiffany. Just want to let you know I'm a big fan for a long time, that you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I'd like to know which co-star you worked with, one that you haven't dated, which was just maybe the most annoying flirt and just wouldn't leave you alone. Besides Woody Allen, too.
Besides Woody Allen.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah, Rick from O&A.
Wow. Gosh, that's really hard because most of the people I've worked with, usually, you know, either had a girlfriend, usually had a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Have you ever done a love scene where a man got aroused that you were uncomfortable with?
Okay, come on now. Why do you need to know that?
It's a New York caller thing.
Of course.
Excuse me, has there ever been inappropriately touched by a family member? It's awful being on in New York. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why I feel like I should be with the Upper East Side people.
I can see that.
I
understand
lanes.
that.
I should be the lanes.
Yeah.
I'll go there with you.
I can't have a lot of people with me.
Why? You don't have anyone now.
I don't want you to say something inappropriate in front of my new friend Woody. Hey, Peter, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter.
I just want to throw this out there that Saved by the Bell is the greatest television show ever written.
Wow,
I agree.
thank you.
And
what about the film? It was good on page?
Hey,
but once they got it on TV, it didn't work.
No, The Hawaiian Adventure was also an excellent film, so... And also that a day is not complete without the 7 o'clock viewing of TBS Saved by the Bell.
Isn't that amazing? It's still around. It haunts me every day of my life.
That's not going to go away, Tiffany.
It's not going to. I know it's not going to go away.
It seems to me a lot of guys watching this. A lot of middle-aged guys, it sounds like.
Absolutely. You should see the fan mail I would get back then. It was crazy.
Really?
So crazy. Well, my whole theory was because it was on Saturday morning, I always thought that it was everybody hung over from the night before.
Right.
You know, who really didn't want to watch cartoons, would just sit there and watch, young, people in hardly any clothes. So
yeah.
I was like, that's probably why.
I grew up in my early 30s watching it.
Yeah.
It's part of my childhood.
See?
When he says his early 30s, he means his pants size when he was in high school.
Oh, gosh.
That's how
I've put on a lot.
Hey, Jen, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jen.
Hi, how are you, Ron and Fez?
We're okay.
Good, Jen. What can we do for you?
I wanted to know if Tiffany ever wanted to be with a woman.
Really? Wow, that's another question, huh? Yeah, it's very New York, I know. Actually, no, not really.
Yeah, I've never been with another woman, but if you're willing to be with me, I would be with a woman.
Wow.
That's so sweet.
You know what? That's a compliment.
Thing.
That's very
I
sweet.
think Tiffany is absolutely beautiful, and I loved her on 90210, so I just, want to know if she ever considered being with a female.
No,
But it would be you.
I actually like the males.
Jen, it would be you. She would just go out with a strange caller.
And one male in particular.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Thank you, though.
That. But, I just want to know that there are women out there who don't want women but would love to be with you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, crazy lady.
It's very funny about this because a woman who does this show, who kind of likes girls as well, says that when she was younger, she would put I guess she did a lot of 16 magazine.
Oh, yeah, I did,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She would put your picture up because she thought she wanted to look like you and be like you.
Oh.
And it was only later
that she realized.
Really? No, I'd much rather be with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, am I to blame or am I to...
No, just
you're to be congratulated.
Oh, okay.
But just to let you know, it seems like you're liked by both sexes and even have a big gay following.
Well, I think, more like 90210, I think, had a huge gay following.
Like
and look, there was pretty boys on that show, so I can understand that.
Like Rick from O&A.
Sure.
Hey, I'm not gay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was you.
Rick, are you on the line?
Yeah.
Now what do you want?
I forgot to mention her fine work in the movie She Fought Alone.
Oh, my gosh. You and Lifetime, you have to stop.
Well, it was a rape movie.
He's got one cable channel.
Her, for Christ's sake.
Do you ever turn off the Lifetime? Put on Oxygen once.
I like that, too.
You might want to consider the fact that you are single and there might be a reason.
Right.
You keep talking about Lifetime in these movies.
No, you see, that's where you're wrong. See, that's why I'm calling. My question is, do you have anything against married couples?
Now, by saying married, you mean with another guy?
No.
Wait, what are you talking about? You're going to have to, what? Huh?
You know, married couples.
Rick, you're making us all uncomfortable.
Are you talking about like some menage a trois?
Okay.
Oh,
I don't speak French.
No, I'm sorry. I'm an old-fashioned girl.
Okay. All right.
No, sorry. Okay.
Do I have to hang up now?
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.
This is just
He's
pathetic.
got his own show.
Just sad.
Hey, Brad. Brad, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Brad.
Tiffany, I just want to say that my friend Jerry and I, we are big fans of you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome. And we were our sophomore year. We used to watch you religiously. And in the yearbook, I have it right here. He signs it. Talk to you later over the summer, dude, Jerry. And then he writes, P.S. Tiffani Amber Thiessen is a goddess. And,
that's in your yearbook.
It's in my yearbook. And
now, you know,
so funny.
You know you didn't go to that school, right? That there's
Bayside.
You were in
Bayside High, right.
You were in a real school that you probably should have paid more attention.
Yeah, well, you know, that's why I'm still in college.
Yeah.
So, but I listen to you. I mean, I watch you every single day at 7 to 8 o'clock before I go to work. And just congratulations on all your success.
Oh, thank you so much. You've been the nicest caller.
Oh, thank you.
That's saying a lot.
Thank you.
You're the nicest stalker all night.
So, Brad, check Tiffani Thiessen out in Hollywood Ending. That's going to open nationwide May 3rd.
Yeah, the new Woody Allen film. Also, Tia Leone, who did a great job.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's one of those cool just chicks that are like, you know, my kind of chick. She's awesome.
Is that who you hang around in Hollywood?
No.
We should get a bi-coastal thing going.
Yeah.
Where you're with your L.A. crew and me and Woody are with our Upper East Side people.
Do you need some help? I can maybe introduce you to a few people.
Need help.
Yeah.
Right now I got Fez.
There's nothing wrong with having Fez.
I like Fez. There's something about Fez I like.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tiffani Thiessen. So there.
Stupid to say the whole name. Fez Watley. Hey, Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey,
how you
Rob.
doing, Tiffany?
Hey.
Seriously, I was wondering if you'd ever do nudity in film.
You know, it's funny. Not at this point in my career. I never want to say no to anything in the sense of that because I'd look really stupid if, 10 years from now I decided to. But, no, not as of right now, no.
Okay. I mean, Woody does that sometimes, But
Oh, he doesn't do nudity in his films.
What did you think of when Elizabeth Berkley did Showgirls? She was your Saved by the Bell co-star.
Yeah.
You know that. Everyone else doesn't.
Yeah. I actually, it was just on. Did you know that? It was just on like last night or the night before?
But it was on regular TV.
I know, so they cut out all the stuff.
14 minutes long.
By the time they're through
That's
editing.
what was so funny. We were actually, me and Rich were talking about that. Like
it wasn't,
how much would actually be left of the film. But
and you know what? The thing there wasn't so much the nudity, but the bad dialogue.
Yeah. It was hard for me. It was actually really hard for me to see her that way because, I always liked to, I love Elizabeth, and even though I haven't seen her in quite some time, it was a little difficult for me. It really was. But I think it would be for, any of my close co-stars that I've known for a long time.
Hey, if Fez went off and started doing Blue Boy magazine, I think I'd probably feel terrible.
See, there you go.
But you'd watch, you'd support.
I did. I actually paid my $7.50 or whatever it was back then, and now it's, $20
It's
a
$600. $600 in Manhattan.
That's ridiculous.
Here's Troy. Troy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
What's
Troy.
Up, guys?
Hey,
How
Troy.
you doing, Tiffany?
Hey.
Big ass card holder 454.
Buddy.
Yeah, Tiffany. Any plans for like a 90210 or even a Saved by the Bell reunion?
There were talks on actually doing a reunion on both. All of us from Saved by the Bell really didn't want to. I think we all wanted to try and move on from that.
Okay, more important question than that. In case things don't work out with your fiance, are you in the black guys or what?
Well, being that I'm marrying somebody who's actually white, he's Italian.
Then that's black. In my opinion, according to my parents, that's black.
My parents, I love you guys. I'll do your game.
Yeah.
Thanks, Troy.
It's Italian. Hey, Frankie, you're on Fez.
Hey, Tiffany, I want to know if there's any movie parts you've ever turned down that you regretted.
Anything I turned down.
Question. That's actually finally a good question.
Any movie that I turned down.
That Showgirls thing again?
Yeah, right. No, I don't, actually. There hasn't been. Not yet. Not yet, no. Mm-mm. Nope, there's been things that I wanted and I didn't get.
Sure.
All
right, well, give us something you really, really want to bad and didn't get. Because people, I mean, just about everybody, I don't care who you are in this business, and when I say in this business, I mean yours, not mine, but has wanted something and didn't get it. This is a funny story. I always wanted to be in a James Bond film just because I love James Bond. And so I had actually, was gotten really close to the last one, and that was pretty devastating. But I mean, not like devastating, but disappointing. But that was probably one of the most disappointing ones. I think because I just, you wanted to be a Bond girl.
I wanted to be a Bond girl. Yeah, but then, I figured, you know what? Why do I want to be a Bond girl? I should be someone like James Bond. So,
you be a Bond. But first Bond.
Right.
Just a Bond.
Just a Bond.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you're in a Woody Allen film, and what could be cooler than that? That's the one thing that everybody wants to work in. It's the new film. It's Hollywood Ending is the name of it.
It's going to open nationwide May 3rd.
Yeah.
May 3rd. Congratulations.
Thank
and you're
you
really
so
a
much.
beautiful person.
Oh, thank
and a very
you.
nice person. It was great to have you in here. We're going to have somebody walk you downstairs so Rick can't get close to you anymore.
I'll be following
He's
that
a little
restriction.
obsessed.
Yeah, well.
But I didn't know this about your career. Look how many people are.
It's crazy. I mean, it's 2 shows that were on for quite some time that are still in syndication,
Yeah.
It's a little crazy
All right,
sometimes.
hold on. It's just Rick one more time.
Oh, Rick.
Rick, what is it?
Yeah, hi guys.
Yeah.
I just wanted to thank Tiffany because when I was doing extra work on 90210 back in '94, she was one of the nicer cast members. She would smile and say hello to everyone as we. What?
Is this when you were one of the tour guides at Universal Studios?
No. This was after that. I was actually doing some extra work.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
You're really serious?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Do you
so
remember
funny.
any of the shows that you were
Did
on?
we
Rick?
actually get formally introduced then? Or not really?
No, they kind of kept you away from us.
Yeah, I know.
But when we got close to you,
Right.
walking past, you
Right.
were nice.
Right. Yeah.
You
And those
did-
Peach Pit scenes when we're all dancing in the smoke. Right.
You weren't like some of the others.
Some of the others say avert your eyes.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
well,
Rick.
that's very nice.
And I loved your work in Speedway Junkie.
Oh, wow, you saw that.
All right, bye.
Thank you,
You've
bye.
seen everything. It's scary.
That is a little scary. He's worse than my parents.
I'm getting a little worried by him. It's like single white female, where he's going to start dressing like you.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Thank you so much for coming
You're
in.
so welcome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Tiffany.
It was nice to meet you.
Coming up, we're going to give away some tickets to Hollywood Ending Fest, the new Woody Allen film.
This is a special advance screening. We got tickets to the new Woody Allen film, Hollywood, and it's going to be Wednesday, May 1st. That's courtesy of DreamWorks Pictures, and then it opens nationwide May 3rd. 877-692-1027.
We're on Fez.
Ron and Fez.
You're scaring me. Stop it.
1027 WNEW.
You know you need New York.
We're Ron and Fez. It's time for the game of knowledge and pronunciation. You know you need unique New York.
Now, before you can play the game, you have to say the name of it, which is You Know You Need Unique New York. Now, we will give you a pair of tickets to the new Woody Allen film,
Hollywood Ending. That's an advanced screening, thanks to DreamWorks. And then, of course, it opens nationwide on May 3rd. That screening's going to be at the United Artists Theater on 64th and 2nd Avenue.
Here is David. David, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, David.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
You knew.
By the way, you get this question right, you qualify to come in studio on Friday to compete in a huge You Know You Need Unique New York tournament to decide who wins the grand prize, a men's 18-karat Tourneau Safari watch worth $900 from Tourneau, the world's largest watch store since 1900.
Another big-ass game show from Ron and Fez. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
What's the name of the game?
You know you need unique New York.
Oh, very good. Brian, there's a section of Brooklyn called Dumbo. What does Dumbo stand for?
Dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
Any idea, Brian?
You got me, guys. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Now, we got this question from the Hawk.
Hawk fact.
Hawk, is that area been named Dumbo for very long, or is that like a new thing to raise the rents?
I think for about like a decade or two.
Because for some reason it's getting to be considered the new hip place to be, right?
Yeah, I think it's because like the East Village is getting really expensive.
Yeah.
Like, super expensive. So everyone's taking the L over to that section.
Yeah. Dumbo. That's the name of it, Fezzy.
And we want to know what Dumbo stands for.
Hey, Bobby. Bobby, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Bobby.
How you doing, guys?
Hey, man.
What's the name of the game, Bob?
The name of the game is You Know You Need Unique New York.
Very good.
What was the question, guys?
The Dumbo section of Brooklyn, Hawk's telling us, becoming a new place for hipsters and artists. What does Dumbo stand for?
Does it have to do with Down Under Manhattan Bridge Organization?
Sorry. Roger.
Hey, Roger.
Roger, over and out. Oh, he just hangs up.
And he was.
Hey, Dex, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Dex.
How's it going, guys?
All right, hold on. Just a quick spy report, Fezzy.
Spy report.
Out in front of the Brooklyn diner, Rick just wrestled Tiffani Thiessen to the ground.
Great. Thanks, Rick Delgado.
Hey, Dex, you're on Run of Fez.
What's going on, guys?
What's the name of the game, Dex?
You Know You Need Unique New York.
Very good.
This is card holder 9588.
All right, buddy, I'm pulling for you, Dex.
All right, so you're looking for the Dumbo section of Brooklyn.
Yeah, what does Dumbo stand for?
Dumbo. No clue, guys. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
It would actually be us helping you, because you would get tickets to the advanced screening of Hollywood Ending.
Not a big deal to us.
And you'd qualify.
Averly, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Avery.
What's up, guys? 13903.
All right, Averly, I'm pulling for you. Let's hear the name of the game.
You Know You Need Unique New York.
Very good.
Nice work. People are doing well on that tonight.
Yeah, they're getting it down.
All right, do you know what the Dumbo stands for in the Dumbo section of Brooklyn?
The place that has the most public schools?
Kind of an acronym, isn't it, Fez?
Yes, it is.
Here's Steve. Stevie, you're on Run of Fez. You have what's the name of the game show?
You Know You Need Unique New York.
Very good.
Nice work, Steve.
You guys are great, by the way.
Yes, we are.
But Dumbo, huh?
Yeah.
That's a toughie.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
I think that would be me right now when asked this question.
One big Dumbo.
Alina, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Alina, what's the name of the game show you want to play?
Know You Need Unique New York.
Very good.
And what's the answer to the question?
I think it's Down Under Manhattan Bridge Organization.
Oh, that's the second person that said organization. Sorry, Alina. Very, very close. Hawk was sure it's not organization since two people have said it.
Hawk is saying yes, he is sure.
That's the only real problem. Here is it's the organization that's effing us up. Carl, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Carl.
You Know You Need Unique New York.
Very good, my friend. You have an answer.
I do. I think it's Down Under Manhattan Bridge, no organization.
Oh.
No O.
No O.
He thinks there's that BO would be bridge.
Oh, I see. We're looking for what does Dumbo stand for in the Dumbo section of Brooklyn.
Jason, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Jason.
You Know You Need Unique New York.
Wow, people are killing with that face.
Nice work, Jason.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Down Under Manhattan Bridge overpass?
There's the winning countdown, Jason.
I had no idea.
What a nutty name for your area.
Sounds like elephantitis or something.
Yeah, it really does. But, all right, hold on. You're going to win those tickets to the new Woody Allen movie.
It's the advanced screening of the new Woody Allen film, Hollywood Ending. That screening is Wednesday, May 1st. Then the film opens nationwide on the 3rd. And Jason is also qualified to come in on Friday to compete against others in You Know You Need Unique New York big-ass game show.
It seems like Fez and I are doing a big-ass game show every single week now.
The grand prize there is a $900 men's 18-karat Tourneau Safari watch. Tourneau, the world's largest watch source since 1900, with over 100 brands and 8,000 styles.
Hey, that Tiffani Thiessen was so effing cute. I gotta tell you,
adorable.
I never watched Saved by the Bell or 906-848. But, and I saw her, you know, her cameo in that movie. She is out of this world hot in person. No wonder Melissa was crazy for her when she was little.
With her teen magazine covers.
Can you just see her pacing up going, geez, why do I like this girl? Not knowing.
What are these tingly feelings?
Every time she puts up another magazine on her wall, she thinks, this is I think I might have to pee. I don't know what's bothering me there. Itchy.
I have urges, but I can't explain.
And then you tell her, she's like, really? You ever did a black our listeners just swamped her. And then Rick, the uncomfortable Rick.
Rick bull rushes the studio and then keeps calling just from the other room. How creepy is that?
Hey, do you want to play another, You Know You Need Unique New York?
Yeah, let's qualify someone else to come in Friday for the big-ass game show.
Chance to win a $900 watch.
From Tourneau. 18 karat.
And it's all about the new Woody Allen movie. Maybe we'll make the 25-point question a Woody Allen question.
All right, we'll go ahead and reveal that part.
So study on that if you happen to get into it.
And right now, we'll go ahead and give you another chance to qualify. And if you do qualify, we'll throw in a pair of tickets to see the advanced screening of Woody Allen's new film, Hollywood Ending.
All right, we'll ask the question and we'll play the beautiful game show. Give everybody a chance to sit here and think it over. This one comes to us from Billy Staples, Fez. The New York Mets colors are orange and blue. Why did they pick that? The orange and blue colors represent something.
Okay, so what do the colors orange and blue signify with the Mets colors?
Let's play our game show theme.
You know you need unique New York.
Stop instant feedbacking me these answers. It just doesn't matter, folks. You have to call.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Dominic, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dominic, what's the name of the game?
You know you need unique New York.
Okay, I think you got it, Fez.
Okay.
I didn't like the unique too much, but...
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Let's watch it in the future.
What's your answer?
I'm guessing it's something to do with the subway lines that go there?
The subway lines that go there. Let's check.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Here's Eric. Eric, what's the name of the game?
Hey, what's going on, guys? You know you need unique New York.
Okay, these guys are getting a little sloppy, but we're letting you through. Eric, you got an answer to the question?
Yeah, the blue is from the Brooklyn Dodgers and the orange is from the New York Giants.
Let's check.
There's the winning cowbell, Eric.
Very nice, my friend.
All right.
All right, bone up on your unique New York knowledge for this Friday when you compete in studio against other competitors for the grand prize of a men's 18-karat Tourneau Safari watch valued at $900.
Hey, Pantera wrote in, if it's a Billy Staples question, then orange and blue colors are the different Johnny Walker labels. Man, do they bust balls on the people who work for us, Fez.
Those are the different color elephants that Billy sees. That ride home from work with him on the train. 877-692-1027. Tonight, of course, a big-ass Simulcast. It's going to be on ABC tonight at 10 o'clock, Contacting the Dead. So it's going to be a seance.
You know, I'm not surprised that this show is on, but do you realize that it's on ABC, Fez, instead of Fox or
I know
one of the other wacky channels?
It should be somewhere else. No, this is a legitimate network television, ABC. I think George Anderson is the medium's name. He's going to have Bret the Hitman Hart trying to contact his dead brother Owen.
Now, here's what I don't understand. Bret believes in this?
He must. Bret has gone insane. Let's face some facts. Brett went off the deep end a long time ago. Also, Mackenzie Phillips wants to contact her father.
I mean, at the very least, suppose you did kind of believe. Would you go on TV about somebody that you love?
Never. Never. It makes the whole thing a circus.
A cruel circus, yeah.
Also, Vanna White's going to try to contact a dead boyfriend.
How many pick-a-val jokes are we going to be doing later?
And Robert Blake's dead wife's relatives are going to try to contact her, Bonnie Lee Bakley. So her sister and her mother will be on the show trying to contact her. This, of course, was filmed before last week's arrest of Robert Blake.
Who killed you, Bonnie? Who killed you, honey?
Tell Mama. Tell Mama who killed you.
So sick and weird and twisted.
And then, of course, tomorrow night, our regularly scheduled big-ass Simulcast of Meet the Osbournes.
Are we still doing that tomorrow night?
Yes, we are.
I'll tell you what I can no longer stand. And I won't blame it on Ozzy, but I blame it on everybody else. You cannot turn on a TV talk show without a very bad impression of Ozzy with that constant, Sharon! It's on the Today Show. It's on Regis. It's on Rosie. It's on The View.
Rosie won't quit doing it.
Now, Rosie will do it. Then, I'm watching today, Rob Lowe comes out and does it 5 minutes later. And
Rosie's forcing it on her guests now.
And then they'll say, is this not the best show? And then they all clap along.
So now, the poor guest that comes on, like Rob Lowe, to plug West Wing or whatever else he's working on, he has to stop and talk about a show he's not involved in. Because Rosie keeps doing Ozzy Osbourne impressions.
Everybody is doing Ozzy Osbourne impressions. There was a bad one on Saturday Night Live over the weekend.
Yeah, they're all bad.
What's his name? The guy you can't stand was
Horatio Sands. What a waste of space.
Yeah. And does his even make sense? It seemed like he was doing Horatio Sands.
He's always just doing Horatio Sands. His job is to crack everybody else up on the set and ruin sketches.
Sharon! And then everybody else claps as if it's a good impression.
It's one of those waves, Ronnie, where it'll go away eventually, but right now, that's the impression to do. There's always that one impression to do.
Yeah.
That everyone will do it until you get sick to death.
Well, I remember when I had a comedy club. Every week, 3 comics a week, they would pull their hair back and do Jack Nicholson.
They'd put on some sunglasses.
Right. And it would become the same thing. What if Jack Nicholson was in Scooby-Doo? Scooby, get me an effing Scooby snack. You know, and it would be so hack and people would clap.
A lot of times when someone just starts see someone else do the impression.
Right.
Then they'll start picking it up.
I don't know who the first person to do Jack was, to tell you the truth. Now, with Christopher Walken, I'm hearing that everywhere. I think Jay Moore was the first person to do that on Saturday Night Live. But now everybody believes they can do it.
A while back, I went to one of those hack night comedy showcases with Captain Subway.
Yeah.
And so there's before I left, I think there was 12 stand-ups on stage, just amateur night stuff.
Yeah.
4 of them did Christopher Walken's. One after another did a bad Christopher Walken.
Hey, Len, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, buddy.
Remember when every comic was doing the I've fallen and I can't get up woman?
And it would get applause break.
It was just for 4 years.
Who is this woman? I've fallen and I can't get up.
You know, with the old lady impressions, everyone was doing Where's the Beef, too.
Yeah, at one time, Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
Right,
and actually even the President of the United States at that time. Big George Bush. All right, I'll tell you another one, and this shows up in the comedy clubs, and it'll show up in the talk shows. Everybody believe they can do the crocodile hunter.
Oh, man, everybody tries that.
And it always starts with, is this guy nuts?
And then, hi, Mike, we got a very ferocious alligator in my pants.
Right, it's the same type of thing.
It's just an Australian accent. It's not an impression.
We're going through Harlem. Look at it, the size of this one. You know, okay.
And we're going to Harlem to buy cracky.
Right, it's the same pit. Here is Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, I do a great Christopher Walken imitation.
I'm sure everybody does. Let's hear it.
Watch your daddy's wrist. They were shot down at Hanoi. Was captured from a Vietnamese prison camp. He knew that if the gooks ever saw the watch, it'd be confiscated, taken away. The way your dad looked at it, this watch was your birthright.
This one is actually pretty good. You do a great Christopher Walken, but I don't talk that way. Here's Tim. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, Tim.
What's going on?
Yeah.
For the longest time, people were doing Austin Powers. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
How annoying.
It's very annoying. Everyone does. They do Austin Powers, Dr. Evil, and Fat Bastard.
It's goddamn. I've been reliving that movie.
Yeah, baby.
For the longest time.
And with a
yeah, baby.
Iris loves you.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah, baby.
Here's Phil. Phil, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
How many guys were out there doing that bad Bill Clinton?
Yeah, a lot of people started doing Bill Clinton.
It all comes back to I did not have sex with that woman. The man was president for 8 years, but every impression has to be I didn't have sex with that woman. Nothing else he said registered with you comics?
That was the line. That was the line that started the impression wave.
That's the only thing you can get. He never said anything else stupid. Anything else you could grab onto. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Yeah, they all used to do Marlon Brando being Don Corleone.
Yeah, and always say, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
That's the big one.
And everybody thinks they can do it, Fez.
See ya.
Just puff out their cheeks. All they do is wait. This is Mikey D. He did. I'm going to make him an offer they can't refuse. Here's Andrew. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when everybody was doing Ronald Reagan? Well, Mommy.
Yeah, it always
that
be
was
well.
the line.
Again, his was well. Well. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
Buddy.
How about Pee Wee Herman everybody was doing for all that time?
Pee Wee Herman's bit would always be...
right, the laugh.
The laughing.
So funny, I forgot to laugh.
That one, and kind of the Know You Are, but what am I?
Right.
That's my name, don't wear it out. Actually, it's still kind of funny. But the annoying thing is that everybody does it. And then they all stop at the same time.
Right, yeah.
Remember when, and you know what annoys you? Is that even newscasters, well, you know, during the 80s, he looks marvelous.
Oh, yeah.
That effing Billy Crystal bit, marvelous. Like we hadn't heard it before.
Billy Crystal does Fernando Lamas, so everyone else has to do Billy Crystal doing Fernando Lamas.
Right, and then they act like they're doing Fernando Lamas. All right, here's one, and this is true. Also probably come from Saturday Night Live. This is from Andreas. Everybody did Robin Leach there for a while.
Oh, that's a great one.
And it'd always be, like, here'd be their joke. This is Robin Bleach from the lifestyles of the not really famous.
And it was always champagne kisses and caviar dreams.
Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jimmy.
How's it going?
What?
Every time someone does a De Niro impression, they either do the Travis Bickle or, you talking to me, or the...
It's always that effing you talking to me.
And from Goodfellas, it was like you insult them a little bit.
No. You insulted him a little bit.
Yeah, right on.
Thanks a lot. Hey,
I forgot about... You talking to me? You talking to me?
I want to tell you right now, that's in every frickin' movie that's out there has to have some homage to you talking to me. I bet it's in 15 movies. Here's Kez. Kez, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Kez.
Don't you forget me, man, okay? Because my wife's an open junkie.
It's the Scarface, the bad Scarface.
Yeah. Scarface.
And that one is always say hello to my little friend.
Hey,
and
man,
then they'll have
man.
a tiny person next to him. It'll be tattoo going deplane. Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, fire. Yeah.
The annoying Beavis and Butthead thing that every kid was
The great Cornholio you'd always get.
And I wonder if Ozzy knows that he's part of this. Here is Jim. Jim, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Jim.
Like, it would be like, I like to pump you up. You know, and it would be like the weekend after the show, and that's all they'd say. And that was a popular one.
Well, that was the Saturday Night Live bit, but everyone is still doing Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'll be back.
Right. Yeah, everyone knows that one. Hasta la vista, baby.
Right.
That's an impression everyone thinks they can do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the I want to pump you up, you know, Kevin Nealon. That's about 8 years ago now.
Right.
But
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
Because everyone thinks they can do Arnold.
Here is Jeff. Jeff, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Jeff.
nothing worse than a bad Dice impersonation.
Oh, we got one here.
Yeah. Al Dukes does it all the time.
One beer into Al Dukes, and he lights a cigarette and acts like Dice all night.
Let's bring him in real quick. Very, very quick, because people
I'm gay.
Are bitching at saying that we're using them too much. Al, when did you start doing your bad Dice? And why?
I'm not sure why. I'm sure I just saw somebody else doing the impression and then started doing it.
Why?
Well, you never do it sober.
No, I do it when I smoke, which
And
is only when I drink.
It's the stupidest thing you've said in quite a while. Let me hear you do it.
What, are you a homo? Oh!
Doesn't even sound like him.
It sounds nothing like
How about this? So I'm banging this chick.
You never would.
There's no ending to that? So it's just I'm banging this chick, and that's the end of it?
Hey, Chris, you're on Run of Fez.
Now you know why they're annoying. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
What at?
Well, the king of all tired jokes. Show me the money.
Oh.
Doesn't
And then again, the newscasters will be like, well, it's time the IRS was going to show you the money.
Every Easter I go, show me the bunny.
Let's throw this over to weather. Will you be showing us the money this weekend? It doesn't even freaking make sense anymore.
They're so annoying, and everyone does them.
Danny, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Fez.
Yeah.
How about Tyson?
I want to ask you till you love me.
All right, here's the thing. And, you know, we know a lot of guys who do impressions. You know, we brought up like Jay Moore, who, I think probably did the walk-in first. There's a hell of a lot of people who can pull them off. 95% of the people can't do an impression to save their life.
The interesting thing about this Mike Tyson is now you heard that guy do it. It's the I'll F you till you love me.
Right.
That's the new Tyson line, so everybody's recharged.
Right.
It used to be this is ludicrous.
Now, I said this, I would have a comedy club, and we'd have some guys come in who would do impression. I would be talking to them at the bar after the show. Audience members would come up and do their impressions back to them.
Oh,
because everybody believes they could do impressions. And it's such a strange gene to have to be able to pull off multiple impressions. Every once in a while you're lucky that you happen to be born with something you're able to pull off one impression in your life. To be able to do a half dozen, almost impossible. To do a half dozen well.
And then comes along these characters of real-life people that people think they can all do.
Yeah, because they've seen enough impressionists do it. And right now, it's Ozzy Osbourne with the stupid Sharon thing. Hey, Tommy, you're on Run of Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah, everybody at one point has tried to do the Nixon, I am not a crook. The two fingers in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has got to be the king of all used
Taking
up.
it right from Rich Little.
Right.
Yeah, and they're horrible. Everybody looks stupider than the next.
And, even Rich Little's, why would he have the piece on so close to his face? Nixon would never, put this piece on there. His stuff was even whack. I don't even know.
Rich Little's really bad. Let's take the clothes off the Emperor.
I can't fight with you, Fez. People still to this day buy tickets. John, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey, John.
I'm guilty of this myself. For about 3 years, I walked around going, swing, just right, as if.
Why would you say swing under any effing circumstances?
Wayne's World.
I understand that, but why would you keep doing it?
You know what? I stopped, but everybody else kept doing it. It was, it's addictive.
Well, people had to stop doing the not.
Oh, that was my worst.
That is horrible.
All right, this on the instant feedback. Here's a couple. Any jerky boys, which got done a lot by your friends. Hey, jerky, when they would call your house. Any Crazy Eddie. Everybody always thought they could do Crazy Eddie.
Sure.
And a matter of fact, here was a weird thing about Crazy Eddie. When you would travel around the country, other smaller markets would have like Crazy Pete or Crazy Bill who would act like Crazy Eddie. It was insane. It's insane! Why the hell was that? Why? That's something that was stupid to begin with.
Price is so low.
Then they want to go around and do it.
877-692-1027.
All right, Mikey D says he disagrees about Jay Moore doing Walking First. He thinks it was Kevin Pollak. Now, Kevin Pollak has actually made his bread and butter off the Star Trek impression, which I'm telling you, if I ever hear anybody again say, beam me up, I'm going to go nuts.
William Shatner people constantly attempt to do. And they think they are doing it. That's another one you'll still see in the stand-up clubs.
Yeah.
And they'll try to take Captain Kirk and put him in a different situation.
Right.
It's Captain Kirk on the subway.
Yeah.
What strange place is this?
And, and then these guys, bad impressions always do this. Takes them forever to get there. Well, George W. Bush is a great president. But I'm wondering if someone else was president. What about William Shatner? What the
Osama bin Laden.
So awful. Here's Paul Player around Fez. Hey, Paul.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Why
the hell do people still do goddamn Seinfeld impressions? It's over.
Move
on with your lives.
Move on. It blows. And it never was funny to begin with. Well, it sure blew.
The thing with Seinfeld is you would end up getting impressions of the out of the episodes. No soup for you.
Right.
How many people keep yelling no soup for you?
All right, what are you saying here? Rory's waving at me.
What do you want, Rory Hampton?
Al does it all the time.
What's he doing?
He'll always do like Seinfeld impression. He's always like, "What's the deal?" Like, just
get in here, Al.
Reason.
You're so stupid.
Annoying.
You're so effing dull and stupid. What's your Seinfeld?
Why
Let's
are
hear
you
it.
always doing Seinfeld when we're not here?
It's because someone like Billy will go, and what is the deal with that? So then I'll go, what's the deal?
That doesn't sound like
I know, but I'm just
None
trying
of your
to...
stuff is good. And it annoys your co-workers.
But he always is doing stuff like that, so I say it's very Seinfeld, and I just do it to
So what?
show
He's
him.
saying something that Seinfeld just took a piece of human existence. He didn't invent it.
I know, but I just...
If Billy starts yelling, no soup for you, make fun of him. But if he's saying, what's the deal with something, just let him talk. Please, don't you make it work.
I swear, we're going to have to find separate broom closets for these guys to work out of.
Who are these people?
What's with getting your stomach stable?
I'm thinking, hey,
what's up with that? Al, you are the annoyingest of the annoying impression.
Hey, Harris, you're on Fez.
Hey, Harris.
Hey, anytime somebody does one of these impressions, I just look at them and I say, isn't that special?
That's what we should do to him.
And then I say, who made you say that? Satan?
I hate that, too.
The church lady.
Now, there's nothing...
I think my father did the church lady to me this weekend on the phone. Oh, God.
Here's Pat. Pat, you're on Fez. Hey, Pat.
Hey, Ron and Fez, how you doing tonight?
Okay, buddy.
Well, you guys kind of, you inspired one yourself. I've been hearing a lot of people go around saying, butter!
Butter!
Let me tell you something. Then
And
I'll
I got
never catch
another
you.
one, too.
What's that?
And well, this one, me and Fez kind of inspired. I've heard a lot of people asking, can I...
We're really hoping that catches on, me and Pat.
That got dumped. Hey, I want to eat some Advil. My head is just, it's crushing me.
We're going through the Advil tonight. Everyone's heads feel weird.
What the hell's wrong? I have to have like a cookie or something to take it with. I just can't swallow straight pills. Like a child.
They just hand you a giant bottle and you're on your own.
Yeah, half a fag. Put it in applesauce for me. Here is Steve. Steve, you're on Run Fez.
Yo, guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, Steve.
How about singers? I mean, you just say the words Bob Dylan to somebody and they start breaking out into an impression. Hang us up in blue.
Mama, and it'll always be like this when the comics do it. But what if someone else sang the theme to Titanic? What if Bob Dylan? And you're sitting there and you're going, this blows. And you look around and there's the people watching. They're just slapping each other in the back, screaming, people diving on the rug.
What's bad is when people do the Jagger impression because they'll throw in the lips and the walk that Mike Myers did.
No, I think that was actually Dana Carvey also, though. I can't tell because Mike, now they're saying Mike Myers stole Dr. Evil from Dana Carvey.
Really?
That Dana Carvey used to do an impression of Lorne Michaels backstage. And really, Dr. Evil is the Lorne Michaels impression.
It's supposed to sound like Lorne Michaels.
Yeah. But it was like when he would just tease him with it. And apparently Mike Myers stole another impression. It's all just stupid. Hey, Bill, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, fellas, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
If I hear another person say, what's up, they're going to get a throat kick.
Although, you know what, I think we...
What's up? Oh, my God.
I think we all did start yelling wasabi the other night when they were eating wasabi. Wasabi!
Oh, no.
Yeah, what are we going to do? All right, thanks. It is annoying. Frank, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
What's
How
up?
about Mr. T? I pity the fool.
Everybody. And everybody was doing the line when the Mr. T cereal came out. Everybody started doing, I pity the fool that don't eat my cereal.
I pity the fool.
Your
trademark is stupidity.
My new thing is looking for work. I need work. Because that's from the Saturday Night Live thing. All right, thanks, man. Here's John. John, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, John.
What's up, guys? I got a couple for you.
Yeah.
That, the guy who does the sound effects for Police Academy.
Oh, Michael Winslow.
Yeah, that's him. And,
Ronnie had to ask him to leave the studio one time, kicked his ass out.
And a bad Bobcat Goldthwait impression. Always bad.
All right, thanks.
Later.
I can't stand the Bobcat stuff.
It's so stupid.
Hey, Terrence, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, buddy. I can do a perfect Cartman. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
I told you guys I'm not going to do this anymore. You guys really suck. I really hate you guys. I really, really do. You guys, I just want to die, you know?
It's not even very good.
It's hideous. It sounds just like the guy who called. It does not sound like Cartman. It sounds like Terrence trying to talk like Cartman.
Normally, the only people that can do decent Cartmans are 10-year-old kids. Here's
let's speed it up.
Here's Rob. Rob, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Good, buddy.
How about some old school, like Bill Cosby impersonations?
It was Joe Pudding, and the pudding is Joe.
Come here.
And the pudding, and the children come into the pudding, and the pudding, and the pudding. And now, again, people weren't really doing that much until Eddie Murphy's HBO special. And then everybody at the pudding special in the pudding. And my boy in the pudding, my boy.
And then they started doing it like he was a combination of Bill Cosby and Mushmouth.
Yeah. Hey, Brad. Brad, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, I got James Brown here.
All right.
Because,
Yeah, it always comes back to the same bit where I just hurt myself or whatever.
Can't help myself.
Kevin, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I have two for you. One, everyone used to do the John Travolta from Welcome Back, Kotter. What? Where? Who?
What? Where, Mr. Carter, what? Oh, God, I hate this. And I never blame people who can actually do a decent impression. I will laugh at a good impression. What I can't stand is the other 97% of us who blow at it.
That's why now the best impressions are those unique ones that nobody's doing. Of course, if it catches on, everybody will try it, like Regis.
Right, the Regis one everyone's doing wherever you go. And they do still him screaming. Again, Dana Carvey first.
Right. I can't stand it. What's your answer? Is that your final answer?
Oh,
it's just yelling.
That whole, is that your final answer thing got to be so annoying. Because, again, it's the type of thing that your dad would pick up. You know, do you want turkey or ham? Just give me turkey. Is that your final answer? And you look over and there's your mom dying, your aunt's rubbing tears from her eyes, and you're in Thanksgiving hell.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Josh, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, buddies, what's up?
What can we do for you?
One impression everyone was doing was Randy Macho Man Savage. Oh, yeah!
Oh, God, they still do it.
That frickin' Slim Jim thing.
He hasn't been on wrestling in years, and they still think that is the wrestler impression to do.
Right.
And everybody tries to do it. Everyone.
We got to take a break. We will be right back with more impressions.
Nice.
It's Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 102.7 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez. Ron Bennington, Fez WNEW with you. It's Monday night. Talking about those hideous impressions that once one of them catches on, everybody seems to think they can do. And they will annoy you. They won't go away. Your parents, your friends, your neighbors, everyone will do them.
The Ozzy impression is a no one, Fez. It's just driving me insane.
Everyone is doing their best and not even trying.
And if you did Ozzy for years, okay, fine. But why now in the last 5 weeks?
Now it's just a drunk voice combined with a British accent. And that's all anyone's doing. No one's really trying to sound like Ozzy Osbourne.
Sharon. Hey, Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, how you doing? This one, it's pretty close to home. Love the show, by the way. But I'm surprised nobody said it. It's for years, Al Pacino. Hoo-ah. That was it. Hoo-ah. 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 That's all you had.
That's the worst.
The son of a woman, Al Pacino.
All right, this on the instant feedback. What about Bill Murray and Caddyshack?
The Cinderella boy.
It's a Cinderella story.
Everyone will do that one. Till they drive you nuts. I noticed, people started doing Sean Connery because of Saturday Night Live.
Actually, I saw a guy doing the Sean Connery before that. I can't think of this comic's name. But he did it a lot where he was doing, if they take one of yours, you do two of mine.
Oh, from the Untouchables?
And if you pick paper, they pick rock. And then everybody actually picked up that whole routine. And then it showed up on Saturday Night Live. Another one I'm hearing people do all the time is Reagan to me.
Oh, yeah, now doing Brian Regan impressions.
Yeah. Here is Tommy. Tommy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, what's going on, Playboys?
Hey.
1984.
Yeah.
Early summer release. Everybody and their mother doing Mr. Miyagi and doing the crane on the beaches in the Jersey Shore.
Everyone's saying, wax on, wax off.
Daniel-san, show me wax on, wax off.
And, of course, wax off gets done as every jack-off joke. Here's Brooke. Brooke, you're on Fez.
Hey, Brooke.
Hi, Ron and Fez.
Hi, baby.
I just want to say the worst, absolute worst ever is the Forrest Gump impression. That will probably never, ever stop till the day we all die.
Yeah, and that whole run, Forrest, run. Anytime anyone's running.
There's
Or,
Run, Forrest, Run. There's Mama Always Said.
Yeah.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
You have to live your life in fear of sitting next to somebody on a bench.
Oh, Lord.
And then me and Johnny were like peas and carrots.
Run, Forrest, run!
Every time someone's running, someone has to yell that. And it will always get a laugh. Thanks, Brooke.
Bye.
I think we still yell it at Billy.
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
The absolute worst, which makes my ears bleed, is You Are the Weakest Link. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Now, that show's already canceled, and yet people...
Really?
Yeah.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Goodbye.
again, the news people would pick it up and be like, well, America has finally told Al Gore, you are the weakest link. Shut the F up.
Goodbye.
That, you know it's already blown when it makes the newscast. Here's our buddy, the Hackler. Hackler, buddy.
Hackler.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good, Hackler. What's going on?
I enjoy a good imitation and impression, but I like obscure ones.
Uh-huh.
And the worst feeling you have is when you really nail one and you do it for somebody and they don't know who you're doing.
Right.
Say, who's that? Because for years I've been doing Bob Shepard, the Yankee Stadium announcer.
Okay.
I love that guy.
My friends would say, who's that? So I'd walk into a bar and after a few drinks I'd just start saying, your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Yankee Stadium. The Yankee scorecard is available at souvenir stands and from stadium vendors. Welcome to the Ron and Fez radio program. Thank you.
Hackler is just amazing. I can't believe everyone can get it.
Was it that bad?
Who's that?
You know, here's an announcer. People would all do Harry Carey, whether they were Cubs fans. Oh, Cubs word. Every comic picked up that one, too.
I used to do Lindsey Nelson as a kid. I'd walk around saying,
This is Lindsey Nelson with Bob Murphy and Ralph Kiner at Shea Stadium. Tom Seaver against the Pittsburgh Pirates and Roberto Clemente.
Wow, you actually don't do that one as good as the other one.
oh, come on. That wasn't a bad Bob Shepard, was it?
That was good. It was good, Harry.
It's pitiful that I'm actually doing an imitation of a 90-year-old guy who's been there. But
everyone still does a Cosell impression.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ron and Fez show. Good night, and drive home safely.
You know, you caught up with the good one with Cosell. Because he's been dead so long now that most people don't even remember him.
What he sounded like. And with the Cosell, they'll always start it the same way. That says how it goes.
Right.
And then I was famous as a kid. I was doing Nelson Rockefeller imitations, and nobody knew that one. I'd say, yeah, this is Governor Nelson Rockefeller, and I speak like this, and I died in bed. And people would say, what are you, like 70 years old? That was really a great Rockefeller imitation.
So you've never done an impression yet that people actually liked?
They don't know who it is. I'll say, you want to hear Bob Shepard? Want to hear Nelson Rockefeller? You want to hear...
You've never done anyone below the age of 70.
You want to hear Big Spiderbeck? I mean, come on.
All right, thanks.
I try, guys.
No, you're rocking this thing.
Yeah, I'm rocking. I rock.
See you later, Hack.
Bye.
Bye, Hackler.
This is a nice man, Bessie.
Yeah. Great impressionist, too.
James, you're on the Fez.
Hey, James.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, buddy.
Ron Fez, how you doing? I can't stand when somebody can't nail a Jim Miknatowski impression.
Oh, God, they all try them, too.
Oh, they try to get the head and mess the hair up. They try to get the voice.
Thank you. Every comic will turn around, mess up their hair, and turn back around. Excuse me, you can't mess up your frickin' hair while we're looking at you? You have to turn around to do it? Like you suddenly left the room? What the F does these impressionists feel happens as they turn around?
We're supposed to be so stunned.
Right.
Yeah, I can't. I worked in a bar, and we had one bartender that could do it. Incredible. And that was like one guy in the last 22 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And that's it.
You know, you're right, Jim. Don't get wrong that we don't like impressions. We do. But you have to be very, very good at it. Not everyone can do Batman. So stop everyone from trying Batman. From doing the original Batman.
And Jim Ignatowski on Taxi, that only replaced everyone from doing thank you very much.
Right. And, you know, anytime your impressionists don't have a cowman, you're not originally doing it. You've heard other people do it. Here is George. George, you're on Fez.
Hey, George.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, man.
One of the ones that I used to love, and I'm not very good at, was Rain Man, when he always used to say, of course, I'm a good driver.
Yeah, everyone tried that for a while. This is not Kmart, too.
And Qantas never crashed.
Right.
Right.
Yes, they are annoying.
David, you're on Fez.
Hey, David.
Buddy. 11-239 here.
Oops.
Hooah! Yeah, how about this one? Royale with cheese. How many people do you want to punch in the face?
Coble in the gang. Coble in the gang.
That.
Thank you, my friend.
877-692-1027.
Simon, you're on Fez.
Hey, Simon.
Hi.
Yeah.
What can we do for you?
I'm not sure if a lot of people do this, but I think I do an all right Jimmy Stewart.
All right, let me hear it.
He goes, oh, I'm Jimmy Stewart, and this Christmas is the best Christmas, and it's just a wonderful life.
All right, but would you say something amusing during your impression?
Everyone starts their bad impression by saying who they're doing.
Yeah.
Was that not good?
It's kind of like everybody else's. You just sound, and then people try to do Katharine Hepburn, and it sounds the same way.
Didn't sound like him?
No.
That says Katharine Hepburn.
It's the same thing. And I hope I have a wonderful life.
They get that head shaking on the Katharine Hepburn.
Brenda, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Brenda.
Hi, how you doing? Cardholder 8335. I lived in Boston for 2 years, and all we ever had arguments. Accents and New York accents, the ta and ha, the yas, compared to coffee and whatever else.
Right. People always, if I go anywhere else, my family, you're in New York. Shut up, please.
They will try to throw in the word coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, because it's from Coffee Talk.
Exactly.
We'll talk, we'll have some coffee. Oh, my mother-in-law would actually do, can we talk, please? Trying to do Joan Rivers. But she wouldn't even act like it was an impression. She would act like it was her saying. And she would say, she would go, can we talk? And I would, what do you mean, like Joan Rivers? And she'd be going, what? She didn't even know where it came from.
She heard it somewhere, it just registers in there.
I don't, now you're trying to guess what goes on in that pea brain.
877-692-1027.
After the full circus, Fez and I are sitting down having dinner upstairs at Carabas' place with Anthony from the O&A show. Listeners will come up, try to do his impressions at him. I don't know how he puts up with it, Fez.
You don't think, a hello seems nice enough. Nobody asked anyone to perform.
But
why? I guess they feel that's going to be the connection.
And Anthony in real life is, a pretty kind person. He's like, oh, thank you. It's a nice psycho mark. And I'm like, I'm already having a headache. I couldn't live with like that. I couldn't deal with people doing an impression you already do. Again, Anthony, master impressionist, how many people can do them? I'm saying at the most, maybe 2% of Americans can do more than one voice well. I'd say most people can't do one voice at all. And I know I can't.
And if people go up to Anthony and do a Stalker Patty voice, they think that's it. That's the bit. That's when Anthony's going to invite me to sit down and have a beer. That's the connection.
That's my actual favorite. Stalker Patty. Now I'm doing
Patty.
Now I'm doing the same thing, Patty. Hey, Denise, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Denise.
Hey.
Yeah.
What can we do for you?
Oh, I hate those stupid Jim Carrey impressions. The all righty then and like smoking and all those other things.
They were big for a while, yeah.
You're absolutely right.
All righty then. Yeah. They were big. You forget, and then they just die out as quick as they started.
God, we had a guy in Miami. All he talked like was like Pet Detective.
Again, once he got drunk, he thought he could do it really well.
Right.
Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Nick.
The best from Brooklyn. I could have been somebody. I could have been a contender.
You know what movie that's from?
Raging Bull.
No, you're wrong.
No,
Raging Bull.
It's on the waterfront.
It's on the waterfront with Marlon Brando.
Raging Bull was You F My Wife. Hey, Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Mark.
How about Joe Pesci?
Yeah, that guy brought up a lot, Pesci.
Yeah, doing that, what am I, a clown to you?
Yeah.
And I got one for you.
Hold on.
He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
Yeah.
I got one. Can I do a bad impression for you?
Sure.
All right, you ready? I think Fez will know this one. Get your balls out.
Get your balls out.
And somebody tell him
Is
to stop.
that the Yankee Stadium announcement?
And someone please tell him to stop doing Cartman so much. Foundry Music Dragon's got one, Fuzzy. That's a good one. The Stone Cold Steve Austin impressions. Because Stone Cold said so. And now everyone yelling, what?
What?
Hey, what about this? I couldn't believe it. Ass Man shows up at our live gig, the Cruel Circus.
That was bizarre to see Assman there. Ooh, well, nearly 130 pounds lighter.
Yeah, looking tiny.
Since his stapling. I didn't know if he was there for trouble or what. I didn't know why he showed up.
Does it seem like everything's okay between us and Assman now?
I would hope so. He judged the contest for us.
And how did it even start?
That's what couldn't be explained. See, that's why I'm afraid he's not totally through with his issues with us. Because he could never explain what happened. Why so angry? Why the hanging up on us?
Hey, Terry. Terry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Terry.
I'd like to take him, put him in an electric chair, and pull the switch myself.
I have no idea what you just did.
What is that?
Kirk Douglas.
What movie?
I forget it. He was a cop in New York.
Let me hear it again.
I'd like to take him, put him in the electric chair, and pull the switch myself.
Well, it's awful.
The crazy guy, I know it's awful. The crazy guy from Dr. No was the bad guy in the movie.
Save that one for a drop.
No, that will not be a drop. Hey, unless we're trying to get fired again. Hey, Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Matt.
You feel lucky, punk?
Yeah.
That one actually got done a lot.
It did? Yeah, that one got... That
Go
one,
ahead.
Of course.
Make my day.
Use the Force, Luke. You know, all right.
Very right about these.
One single line from a movie.
That's all they know.
It's not even a Clint Eastwood impression. It's Dirty Harry, and it's one stinking line.
Larry!
What's up, guys? 5252 here. Thank you. Absolutely the best, and he hasn't touched anything like it since Sean Penn, Spicoli, Fast Times.
Yeah, that was done a lot when it first came out.
Yeah, it's still being done around my friends, unfortunately.
Is that right? I'll tell you another.
There's some new movies out.
Now, Spicoli would be done when you're trying to get high. You had to deal with people doing Spicoli. Also, effing Cheech and Chong heads. Doing bad Cheech and Chong. You're sitting there, you just smoke blonde Lebanese hash. You're trying to chill. And you got some asswipe doing Dave's Not Here in your face. And they will do both characters. Oh, God. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, James.
I used to do the Chris Rock AT&T commercial.
Why?
I don't know. At parties.
I don't even remember what it was.
You would actually stand in the middle.
1-800 collect and save 44%.
Now, you would actually stand around parties doing this crap?
I think so.
Did you get invited to a lot?
Only a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, the word
Not too many
spread.
after that.
Then people start saying, I'll be back.
That's right.
I hated that. Somebody's going off to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Oh, here's one that I hated, and everyone was doing it. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Hello, Clarice.
What about everybody always try to do this impression?
Oh, tickle my button. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Constantly.
They come up and try to do that. And I'm going, who is this? Tiffani Thiessen. Here's Jay. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jay.
How you doing? 10-825.
All right, buddy.
Hey, how about everybody who's trying to do the Jim Brewer from Half Baked impression?
I think even Jim Brewer's doing Jim Brewer from Half Baked now.
He's fully baked.
Yeah, that's a pot smoker's thing. That if you get high, you have to act like somebody else who's high.
877-692-1027.
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Scott.
Hello?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up? Cardholder 7307.
Yeah, how are you?
I can do, hey, give me 4, no problem. I can do it awesome. Huh?
All right, hold on. Billy Staples believes that he can do the dad from Alf. That's the impressions you should be working on, folks.
That's the new wave of universal impression.
The human sound machine. It's Billy Staples. Hold on for 1 second, Billy. Ben, you're on Ron and Fez?
Hey, Ben, what can we do for you?
Yeah, that's Sweet Melissa one.
Yeah, wasn't that great?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not doing a contest.
Yeah, that
Billy,
happened a month ago.
You were a big Al fan?
Big Al fan.
And you think you can do the dad from Alf?
No, I do Alf.
Oh, you do Alf? I thought you did the dad.
Oh, no. I do Alf himself.
God forbid I should plug something that actually exists. All right, let me hear you do Alf.
Ha! Ha! Kate! Willie! Grease fire! Grease fire!
I have never heard an Alf, someone who says they do Alf, that actually sounds like Alf.
I swear I thought that was the dad. Let me hear it again.
That's supposed to be Alf.
Ha! Ha! Kate! Willie! Grease fire!
All right, now let me hear your Tommy boy.
Okie doke now, people, listen up. For the love of God.
And you actually seen a difference between the two?
Oh, without a doubt. Clear as a bell. Any other requests?
All right, how's everybody?
You do any other impressions?
So, let me tell you, I went over here, I was walking down the street, and this guy came up to me. I said, what are you doing? I said, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just walking down the street.
Is that Alf again?
That's the Yankee Stadium announcer.
Alf. You're awful, Billy. Billy, I will say this. You sucking those fused toes the other night. The single grossest thing I've ever seen. There's something almost homoerotic about one man sucking another man's toes. But when they are webbed feet, fused together in a freak of nature, and you put them in your mouth, you have taken us to a whole new area. People were freaked out by you.
Well, the whole homoerotic thing was wiped out because they were webbed and it was a freak. If they were normal toes, I'd agree with you.
Yeah, good point. The webbing actually takes any of the homoeroticism out of it.
Oh, without a doubt, because it was a freak of nature. So if it was just normal toes, I wouldn't have done it.
We actually have Billy at the Cruel Circus sucking on the webbed toes of Keith, the webbed toe guy.
All right, let's hear this. I'll tell you somebody I know who put the toes in his mouth. Billy Staples.
Big Billy Staples.
Billy, get up here.
He's taking us away from the crowd.
All right, here he goes.
Will he do it? Will he do it? The webbed toes are in Billy's mouth. Billy, how did that taste?
I think it needs a little duck sauce.
There he goes again, sucking on the webbed toe.
Or a little wasabi, maybe.
I like the initial. There's no sense in going on after the peak there. I don't know why. That when you hit the peak of something, we keep on going, Fez. But here is an instant feedback after Billy did that. And you heard the crowd just get horrified. You could hear people horrified. And then Ink Girl writes, and then he wanted to kiss me.
I don't recall that. I remember her coming up to me and saying, you're not going to kiss me now with those lips.
So you weren't interested in kissing her?
No, I was not interested in any one person that night. I was all over the place.
Oh,
what's that mean you were all over the place?
No, I was just, there were a lot of girls there that night. I'm not hooking up with one.
Did you end up with any?
No, because,
You're playing the field right now.
Yeah, I'm playing the field.
He's keeping his options open, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah.
Again, and I'd love to talk to Horde King about this, I think that your medication is out of whack.
Ronnie, I am completely level. I am at peace with myself.
You're sucking webbed toes, Billy. You've got to have messed up medication to do that.
Not at all.
And you heard Fez and I beg you not to do it.
But you know what? I saw them there. It was an impulsive moment. I know whatever I do is okay with me.
The last person who said that was the Boston Strangler.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever I do, whatever I do, it's okay.
Ronnie, he's not going to let another opportunity pass him. He's going to grab that brass ring. Or those webbed toes, whatever it may be.
So, this from Knock, ask about his train ride.
Oh, yeah. I got to give
now somebody else writes this. Billy just stands in the corner with a Poland Spring bottle, turning the lights on and off. You were so effing whacked thinking that we put you on the lights.
I know no one ever assigned you to handle the light.
It's a radio show, and you won't leave the lights alone.
I mean, yes, at the beginning of the show, the house lights had to come down, of course.
That was it.
Okay. That was the extent of the lights.
I was just under the impression when we went to break, we need to see things. So, yeah.
How many comedy shows have you been in?
Plenty.
And once it starts, do they ever bring up the house lights, like in between acts?
No, that's a good point, Fezzy. They don't.
No, they don't, do
How
they?
about any show at all? Do they ever bring up the lights until that show is over?
Well, there are intermissions in Broadway shows.
So you think that a commercial break's an intermission?
Well, no, but I was just making a comparison.
Did we want people to leave and smoke or go get snacks?
Oh, absolutely not.
Why turn on the lights then?
I was under.
And they all cringed at you when you did it.
Well, they were only on for a second or two when I got all the looks, and they went right off.
Then, to compensate, he turned all the lights off, including the stage ones.
What an idiot.
Just hitting switches
All right, what
left
happened
and right.
on your ride home, your train ride home, you whack dog?
Well, no, I rode home with a couple of people, and they got off at Jamaica, and after Jamaica, I fell right asleep. Instead of getting off in Belmore, next thing I know, Guy and her boyfriend are knocking on the train window, waking me up from outside. I slept all the way to Babylon. The conductor didn't even wake me up. If they didn't wake me up, I would have wound up in the train yard.
Oh, no, what downs are you eating now?
Xanax.
Oh, how many did you eat that night?
1.
6?
1.
You're lying down.
No, I had 1 on the way home.
Why did you feel you needed Xanax on the train ride home?
Just to wind down.
Wind down from what? Turning the lights on and off?
You know, that's a lot of responsibility.
You're so downed out, you miss your train stop.
Yeah, and then I wound up in Babylon, and like 2 o'clock in the morning. The next
Babylon.
train,
You're babbling in Babylon.
and next train
With
back.
toe breath.
Wasn't for 2 hours, so Knock gave me a ride back to Belmore. Thanks for that, buddy.
Oh, what an and here's
Now,
the
where
thing.
did you meet him? On the train?
No, they were actually off the train already, and they're like banging on the window of the train because I'm still asleep in there, and the train stopped and all the doors are locked. The conductor didn't even see me sitting there. They knocked on the window and woke me up.
And then you must have just been a nutcase, just coming to, not knowing what city you're in, what stop you're at.
First thing out of my mouth, I'm like, where am I? Where am I? I'm like, this doesn't look familiar. I was like, I'm screwed.
It's the dope, Billy.
When Ronnie and I were having dinner upstairs at Carava's place, Billy walks through. He had done so much toe licking and other assorted puke-eating stunts that someone said, Billy, do you think you need some Listerine before you eat, or brush your teeth maybe? Billy goes, I ate so many hot things, I'm sure a germ is killed.
That's probably true. That stuff's killed anything in my mouth. My whole mouth was numb, so I doubt that was probably
Apparently not the
germ-free.
Xanax.
So, no, the food was good, though. Went down fine.
Now, Ronnie, if we're going to have Billy Baker acted, I would like to present yet another piece of evidence of how whacked his medication is.
Good.
Here is a prepared bit that Billy turned into us tonight as we came in. The title of this is Similarities Between Robert Blake and O.J. Simpson's Murder Trials, which, oddly enough, was the exact topic of the Friday Fezzatorial. So now you've written the Fezzatorial over.
I apologize. I did not hear the Friday Fezzatorial, Fez.
Really?
Yes, I did not.
That's my game.
Yes, I did.
Now you're stealing from me.
No, not at all. I didn't actually hear the
You were at the show, right? That's where we ran it. Twice.
Yeah, but I didn't hear it. So
You're too busy fixing lights?
Yeah, well, I was busy.
I'm not going to pull any curtains. I'm not going to pull any curtains away on the air, Billy, but I know you heard it. I know you were in the room when it played.
Right. I was probably there. I don't recall listening to Talking Little Girls. I mean, that's into the front room. I have life to worry about. Please, I was not worrying about any girls at that point other than just the show.
Just trying to get your downs in. Just trying to get your downs down.
No, look, it was just like, there were a lot of girls there, guys. You know,
Yes, what's that got to do with you?
Well, look, it's like, pass the word. The chicks are back.
What does that mean? What the hell are you talking about?
Guys, I'm back. I am happy and vibrant.
Wait a minute. Even when you were young, you weren't back.
I haven't been an A.
Yeah, but the thing, see, okay, that may have been a mistake, but that was like one little thing. The thing is, I had girls all over the place Friday night coming on to me. Are you kidding me?
What girls were possibly going after you?
I had girls who would not leave me alone. All night long after
Are you saying the Ron Fez girls?
Some of them. I don't know if you watch the program, Ron Fez girls.
Guys?
Listeners. No.
Let me guess. Did they have webbed feet?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I mean, like, the Martian wouldn't leave me alone. She was all over me.
Oh, God. All over you how?
Oh, she kept hugging me and coming up to me and squeezing me and like, don't leave without me. Yeah, I guess you have to...
Did she ever say this at all?
How'd y'all like to suck my ass? I am not a retard.
That's dirty talk to her.
She actually had the line of the night when everyone was yelling retard at her. If she said, if I was a retard, would I be drinking? And people were dumbfounded.
The fact that she had a cocktail in her hand proved that, yeah, she has all her mental facilities.
Oh, well, it was Martian, and Inky was glad to see me.
Yes, I brought up Inky. I thought that was getting hooked up again.
Well, no, I mean, I walked in, and she came up behind me, she put her arms around me.
You're playing hard to get by fooling around with Martian?
Look, I'm a desirable person now. I mean, why wouldn't I just want to, see what's available out there? And Christy was like, she's like, Christy, the bull rusher.
The bull rush? The girl who bull rushed me at Big Ass Night of Fights 1?
Oh, yeah, she was like, keeps coming up to me, Billy, are you flirting with me?
So you had 3 girls.
Oh, no, it was more. Dan's girlfriend.
Gina from Hoboken.
Yeah.
Dan from Hoboken's girlfriend.
Oh.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I went into the bathroom. She came running behind me. She'd make sure I'm okay. Billy, I'm worried about you. I care about you. I want to make sure you're okay after the pepper eating contest.
She followed you into the restroom.
Into the men's room.
And did what? Trying to corner you?
Trying to get you in a stall?
I don't understand where this is going. By the way, Horde King says, see if you can get Martian on the phone. She gave me a very different story. Ink Girl is saying, oh my God, he lumped me in with this crew. Martian, Christy, and me. That's
Charlie's Mongoloid Angels.
That was mean, Fuzzy. Okay?
Well, that was how it was intended.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I know. It was mean. So Martian tells a very different story, Billy.
I better back off of Billy's girls. He'll swing on me.
And I know Gina from Hoboken did not go in the men's room with you.
Why would she go in the men's room to get a peek at you?
She came in to follow me because she obviously cares about me because I went after the pepper eating contest.
You are whacked on this drug.
Why? Why would I be whacked? A girl came into the men's room.
You're grandiose, Billy. You're weirdly grandiose.
Your chemicals are so unbalanced.
I have a newfound self-esteem, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Should be lacking it after the story you're telling. Right? You sucked on a guy's web toes.
He is like Bridget Jones's diary. It's just fat and happy.
All right, somebody from the board wrote this. Billy, I had just as many girls hug me because we're all friends, but that doesn't mean that they're after me.
Oh, this was
different. And that's a good point.
Yeah, I know.
If Frenchie or Claire or somebody comes by, or Nurse Myra, gives me a kiss and a hug and says, I love you, I don't take it as a sexual thing. I think of it as a friend thing. You take it just the opposite way and think, pass the word to check some boxes.
I don't even know what that's about.
They know that Billy is single and he's ready to mingle.
Ronnie, I can't help it. It was different. I mean, it's never been like that before for me. It's just...
usually they're chasing you out of the bathroom.
This on the instant feedback... newfound self-esteem isn't delusional.
I feel good about myself, and I'm not sorry to say it. And it's not delusional. It's a wonderful thing to have people coming up to you and you get that feeling.
All right, now...
did they really want to meet the light man that bad?
Here are the people that are after you. Christy is after you in your mind.
Finally, the bull rusher.
I want you to tell me the truth, okay?
Yes.
This is no work. Totally true. You think that she digs you, Christy?
Yes, I do.
And wants to go out with you?
I would think so.
And you think Dan from Hoboken's girlfriend wants to go out with you?
Gina. I would say her above all the rest, yeah.
Who else? Inky wants to go out with you?
Definitely.
And Martian.
Yep.
All right, we got Martian on the line here. The girl that you believe is in love with you. Hey, Martian.
Hi, Martian.
Hello.
What is going on between you and Billy? He says that you're crazy.
I hook up with him. And, I heard the whole 9 yards and bit, whatever you want to call it.
9 yards and bit.
And, I was being friendly to him. He's a friend of mine, but...
So you're saying that he took a friendly statement. Do you remember what you said to him?
Yeah, you guys pulled me up on stage. I said, here, hold this. And I went up on stage, and that was as far as my comments were to him.
All right, now what is it that you think that she said, Billy?
In the audience, you kept coming up to me and looking for me in the bar. You're not going to leave. You're going to hang out with me, right? You're going to be with me tonight. It was all,
Be with me how?
No, just like hang out and be friends. You kept coming up and hugging me and squeezing me and stuff.
All right, now that your marriage is coming to this end, which I, for one, am grateful, no children. How long has it been since you've been with a non-pro?
It's only been a couple of weeks.
What's he talking about, this?
I think it's been 2 weeks since he's been with a pro, is the way he took that.
A non-pro?
Correct, about 2 weeks.
Who have you been dating?
I haven't been dating anyone. Me and the wife had a last-minute fling.
I'm talking about other than
your wife. She doesn't count.
Oh, then it's been, I can't tell you how long. 9 years.
This is nuts.
So he's certifiable.
All right, so 2 weeks ago you got laid by your own wife?
Yep.
And that
way to go. How'd you pull it off, big man?
Martian?
Yeah?
Are you interested in Billy at all?
No.
Oh, don't be silly. It's okay. You can admit it.
No, I would admit it if there was something there. But there's not.
You don't want to be part of Billy's Mongoloid Angels?
No.
Billy, get it through your mind. She is not interested in you, okay?
It's all right. Ronnie, there's a vibe. I felt a vibe.
I was there, and I didn't pick up a vibe. Well, nobody else picks up these vibes. There's something wrong with you. I want you to get your shrink.
I was there Friday. Everything's fine. I am right on class. I am where I'm supposed to be at this time.
He claims that with his ex-wife, him and John Nash double-bombed her. Oh, because he's delusional. Martian?
Yeah?
I'm sorry that Billy thought that something was happening. I believe you. I never thought that I would say, all right, this is interesting. Here's another one of your chicks, Billy. Here's Christy. Stay on, okay, Martian?
Okay.
Hey, Christy.
Hi, I had a blast on Friday.
Well, we were happy to have you out there, too, darling.
Yes. Hi, Fezzy.
Hi, thank you for keeping the bull rushing to a minimum.
You were very sweet to me, honey.
Thank you.
What about Billy, the guy that you're after?
Oh, I'm so after him. I'm so after him.
He's going to believe it.
He was very sweet.
So you really would like to go out with Billy?
That's a yes.
Oh, you know, that crazy laugh people ought to hang together.
No, I laugh a lot. But, no, I do
you
not
know
want to go
why?
out with him. Excuse me?
You don't want to go out with him?
No, thank you.
You know why?
What? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, that's just for me and Ronnie.
Yeah.
Okay. But he was very sweet.
But you didn't do anything to make him think that you wanted him. Christy.
What? Billy, where are you?
I'm right here, honey.
Thanks for the house.
Christy, come on. All night you were coming up to me and rubbing against me going, Billy, are you flirting with me?
God,
do you want to come home with me?
Everyone's going to be doing the Christy impressions.
I don't think so, sweetie. No.
I was not drinking. Yet.
Is Martian still on?
Yes, turned down by the two other sisters.
Hi, Martian. She was a sweetheart, too. Everyone was so nice.
You got to run with the other angels.
Who's it? Oh, Inky. You should get her on the line.
Yeah, cool.
Now they work for Billy.
All right, whatever.
Girls, it's okay to admit
Charlie's
it.
anals.
And now, did anybody see... Now, let me just say this. Did anybody actually see Gina from Hoboken follow you into the men's room?
Right. Is there a witness to this?
I didn't.
I didn't.
Other than your college roommate's imaginary niece.
I couldn't
She's
tell
not getting
because
any older.
I was in the stall because I was being sick at the moment.
She followed you into a stall.
She followed me into the men's room, not into the stall. She was inside the men's room.
Was anybody else in there using it?
Just the two of us.
Now, that men's room was crowded all night. I think this is complete imagination.
Absolutely not, Fezzy. I even had to
those meds again.
I even had to ask who it was, and she said it was Gina from Hoboken.
All right. Somebody says you came up to him, Al Dukes fan actually, said you gave him so many bathroom stickers that he thought that you were delusional then. How many did you give out? Did you freak the guy out?
I don't know. I gave about 10 to everybody.
See, it's not a...
All right. Hold on. Here's the third angel, Fuzzy.
Oh, great.
Oh, my God.
Oh, good. We've got the trifecta. And I mean that literally.
It's Billy's Angels. It's Ain't Girl.
Kill me, guys. Just kill me. Please.
Ronnie, it's the Farrah Fawcett of this group.
So we got Inky, Christy, and Mosh and Billy's Angels.
Hey, Inky.
Hi.
Inky, are you after Billy?
I was definitely flirting, and he ignored me all night.
Is that right?
I will admit to putting out a vibe, and I got ignored.
Look at him playing hard to get. Why do you think that was, Billy? Because
you didn't have money for a euro?
She broke your heart once. No, I was too busy with Martian and Christy.
I was working.
Trying to pull a menage.
Inky, didn't I invite you upstairs to have something to eat?
You did invite me upstairs to have something to eat, but then, I don't know, you were busy doing your thing.
Yeah, I was working.
He's working it is what he's doing. He's working the room.
Working the lights like an idiot.
I missed that part.
All right, Ain't Girl, don't you have a boyfriend? Last time I saw you had a boyfriend.
No, I don't.
What happened?
We broke up about a month ago.
How come you guys broke up?
It just wasn't working out. He was a little too clingy for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you got to be free, right?
Yeah. I don't like...
That's what Billy had to learn during his short-lived affair with you. That you had to be free to turn around and start kissing other guys.
That's not what
5
I'm all
minutes
about.
later.
I swear.
5 minutes after the check came.
Oh, man. That's not what I'm all about. Things weren't working out with that guy.
All right, let me ask you this, Christy. Would you be interested in Billy, Ink Girl, and Mosh, and all of you together in a four-way? Or a 4G, as it's sometimes called.
Oh, my God.
Billy?
Did I say no?
Billy, would you be into this?
I'm in. Name the date and the place.
Oh, my God.
Christy?
No.
Who all then? So we got Billy.
I think Martin and Billy are the only ones who know.
It's Billy.
Not again.
Well, you got him giggling, I'll give you that much. Now, Christy wants the feedback. She goes on the air telling you guys that I'm too clingy, but she can't say that to my face.
Oh, my God. Oh, baby. I'm fighting him. It's going down.
It's too weird. Okay. Billy's Angels, it's Christy, Ink Girl, and Martian.
Oh, my God.
And there's only one more, right, Billy?
Just one more to complete them all.
Oh, Gina, right?
Yep.
Gina from Hoboken.
I can't wait to see what she has to say about that one.
Get her on the phone. Get her on the phone.
I think that's it for us.
Thank you, Angels.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Like I told you, the chicks are back.
They really are like Charlie's Angels. But by Charlie, I mean that movie where Cliff Robertson played the retarded guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
I am not a retard.
Oh, sorry.
Why would she be drinking?
They don't serve cocktails to retards.
Oh, wait a minute. Fezzy, look who's on the line. It's Gina from Hoboken.
What's up, guys?
Oh, yeah. She must be like the Cheryl Ladd who came in later.
I think Billy has selective memory because I wasn't the only person in the bathroom with him.
All right, who else was in the room?
Taz and I went in there because he was puking, and we went to see if he was okay. I wanted nothing to do with him alone in the bathroom.
Billy, how about this? Somebody who's at the show being nice to you, and you take it the wrong way.
Yeah, I was trying to do him a favor, see if he was okay. And I had a guy with me.
I only heard Gina's voice. I didn't hear anybody else speak.
See, I knew that bathroom wasn't completely empty. just Billy and Gina.
Why didn't Taz say a word, Gina? I only heard your voice. You were very soothing, very caring.
Oh, my God, Billy, you're standing right next to me.
I was puking in the stall.
I know, I went to see it.
And you take that as a romantic thing. You take that as a romantic thing.
She was digging me.
Oh, please.
That's going to be the story they tell their grandchildren.
Come on, Gina, the fact that you were the only girl, the only person who followed me into the bathroom to see how I was with all the people that were there, that meant a lot to me.
Well, I was trying to help you out, do you a favor, but you know what? Forget it next time.
You're delusional, Billy.
You're crazy.
Yeah, you don't know what's real and what isn't.
Oh, I can tell what's real, believe me.
I'll tell you how to teach you what's real and what isn't. Anything that you think is happening, Billy, is not real. That's not powerful reality you are, you sick F.
The only thing I have from you that's real is this bit you stole from the Fezzatorial.
You've done that, and then you've bothered any girl who said hi to you, you now think is interested in you.
Yeah, why is that? Supposed to be all just knowing to talk to you, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, no, don't do that. It's okay. Your feelings are whatever they are. It's all right.
You're so funny, please.
What does that mean? So, Gina, you're not one of the angels?
No. Billy is a nice guy, and I was just trying to help a friend out, that's all. Nothing wrong with that.
And he takes it the wrong way.
Yep. Too funny.
But you did follow him into the men's room.
Yeah, with another person. I did not go alone. Taz was there with me.
Still didn't hear Taz.
He was there.
You know, Gina, your
Ronnie,
words
now
said...
he believes that Taz doesn't exist.
Your words said no, but your eyes said yes.
Oh, please, you were looking in the toilet. You weren't even looking at me.
The toilet said yes.
And the other thing, Billy, is we know for a fact she has a boyfriend.
Exactly.
Dan from Hoboken.
That's okay. Well, officially, I still have a wife. But...
All right, Sheepy says this. Taz is his Bosley.
Good one, Sheepy.
Oh, that's Sheepy.
So clever.
All right.
All right, guys.
Gina, thank you.
I said my piece.
Thank you for what, Billy?
For being there for me and showing how much she cares.
You ought to... You know, she's with a guy who killed 4 beers at the same time. Why would she need you, Billy, who had 2 drinks and you do this?
She's with someone that can actually hold their liquor.
I'm a different person than I was back then.
Well, that's the scariest thing, that anybody can say they're a different person.
Your choice
That's
is crazy.
what scares me. Because he does feel no connection with the Billy of yesterday.
That's scary.
I am a totally different person. I mean, there's no denying it. That part of me is gone.
And you feel better about yourself. You hear all these things that happened this weekend. Where you fell asleep on the train on the way home. You missed your stop. The fact that you're sucking on toes. And you feel that this new person is the better person.
Well, of course, and that's why Gina kind of fell for me, I think.
What? I fell for you now?
Well, no, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I'm part of a radio show. I'm a personality. I look pretty good.
First of all, you have no personality. You look like crap.
I look good that
And
night.
you answer the phone for us.
That is it.
And even Paul...
And screw up the lights.
Paul Bond turned his back on you.
No, not in the least.
He made up an imaginary tour to get you off his ass.
No, Paul turns his back before girls turn toward me, so it works out great.
What's that mean?
He's so insane. I can't understand him anymore.
When all this sexy stuff happened, is this before or after you started taking your Xanax?
Before. This is much before, so everything I was seeing was clear as a bell. I mean, you know, the other girls, and then when Gina came in the bathroom, I was completely unfazed.
And why did you take the Xanax?
Why? Because afterwards I was all keyed up and I needed to relax.
You keyed up from what? Sucking on toes?
Sucking on toes, licking web feet, eating a puked-on pepper, you know. All the attention from the girls.
You must have been tired. You fell asleep on the train anyway.
I had a long day before.
I like any, like any 12-step program who says once you're all keyed up, take Xanax. That's a meeting I need to be in, Billy.
You know, but they tell me, my doctor tells me to take it 3 times a day, and I take it once, maybe twice.
Does your doctor know you're an addict?
You're taking 2 Xanax a day.
At the most. Oh, yeah, he knows. That's why it's a limited prescription.
You've had tons since we've seen you.
Limited? He's got you on 3 a day.
Yeah, but I don't take 3 a day. It's a maximum of 3 a day, and they're very low dosage.
And how is it?
They are not. They're Xanax.
They're only 0.50s.
And how is
You're whacked.
And how is it limited? Do you have to go refill the 3-pill prescription every day?
Oh no, I get 90 at a time.
How is that limited?
I know. I guarantee he's eating 8 at a time. Hey, Horde King is on with us. How are you, Horde King?
Thank goodness. Hello, Your Majesty.
Hello.
Horde King, are we crazy or is Billy? Does he need to be locked up?
Billy doesn't need to be locked up. I think you have 2 things going on here. First is that Billy is having an enhanced self-esteem, which is being brought about by the marked change in his lifestyle. And also, Ron, you said something that was very profound that just kind of got dropped. Billy is, or since you're in the room, Billy, I'll talk to you. Billy, you're being overcome with emotional feelings which you're not separating from feelings of emotional or romantic involvement with friendship. There are many, many women who go over to a person who are who's in difficulty, who's had some need, and they'll go and talk to them. They'll find out if they're okay. It's out of a concern for a fellow human being. Doesn't mean that they're head over heels in love with you or want to have sex with you or are interested in you in any way other than platonically.
What do you think of him starting what he calls a retarded version of Charlie's Angels?
Well, we prefer not to use words like that.
Yeah, I agree. Now, Billy, you saw that all the Ron and Fez girls, they came over, they gave me a hug, Fez a hug, maybe a kiss on the cheek. But did you think that they were after us?
No, I didn't.
But only when it happens towards you do you believe that they want you.
Because I'm available now. I was never available before. I was getting. Look, I mean, I'm not I'm not a stupid person. I can tell when someone's coming on to me and when they're not. I mean, I'm not. I haven't been out of.
You're staying with Gina, who's in a relationship. You think she's after you?
Well, of course she's not going to admit it on the air.
Please. You're so crazy.
You really are, Billy.
You had your head in the toilet. I came to see if you're okay. I don't know why I'm in love with you.
You should have taken your boot and put it on the back of his head.
Gina, that was very sweet of you, and I'll repay you for that someday.
Oh, I bet you will.
When you're pure sentimental.
See?
You've done that tonight, Billy.
Billy, even though you misinterpreted these people's intent, it still should serve to bolster your self-esteem that all these people cared about you and were inquiring about your health.
Horde King, I've had a lot of people honestly just say, hey, how you feeling, and this and that. This was much more than that.
What
But
was
the strange thing is that of the 4 people who you say that there was something more, none of them agree.
Of course, and it's very difficult on the air, and they also had a couple of cocktails, and so, Friday night. That makes a big difference.
Well, from what I understand, you did as well.
I'm sorry?
From what I understand, you did as well.
Bill, you were drinking that night?
Absolutely not.
Billy had a Zantac daiquiri.
Not at all? Listen to Horde King. Were you drinking at all?
I drank water all night.
Yeah.
Nothing with alcohol whatsoever.
Absolutely not.
Previously, you made a comment that when Gina followed you into the bathroom, you hadn't been drinking yet.
Right.
Right.
See, Horde King knows to listen to these cues.
Horde King, you listen too hard.
Billy, these cocktails with Xanax doesn't go plus on the whatever crazy mood or altering drugs they got you on this week.
It's actually mood stabilizing, Ron.
Sure they are.
It's stabilizing. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Stabilizing.
You're going to be our Lane Staples.
No,
Lane Staley.
Well, Billy's, I'm sure, going to continue to monitor the drugs with his doctor, but he does seem to be where he's supposed to be at this stage of the game.
Thank you, Horde King.
We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to do a big-ass Simulcast, Fuzzy.
This is Contacting the Dead. It's coming up on ABC television. Tune your TVs to ABC, put the volume down, and turn up Ron and Fez. We will big-ass Simulcast this seance with Vanna White, Mackenzie Phillips, and one of my favorites, Bret the Hitman Hart, are going to try to contact dead friends and relatives.
Nuts. All right, thank you, Horde King. Thank you, Gina. We apologize.
Have a very good night.
All right, and I apologize to all Billy's Angels. Because, Billy, let me tell you something. You're a maniac, okay? A maniac. You suck on fused toes. Web feet. Guys' web feet, you suck.
Ronnie, but it's okay. I mean, what I do now, everything is okay. I mean, I may do some crazy stuff, but it's fine. I accept my behavior. It was no problem with it.
What about the rest of society? We don't accept. You had 4 women say that you're delusional tonight.
And we're absolutely disgusted by you.
And then you're eating so much Xanax, you're sleeping past your train stop.
I was very tired.
Then Xanax.
I didn't get that tired right away. I was very keyed up.
Not until after the 11th Xanax and third cocktail.
Then he started feeling woozy.
And Billy, we got people calling saying that you were drinking.
I don't know what they're talking about. I was drinking booze. Water.
Booze sound. You got to put that booze down. All right, we're going to take a break. We come back. This really strange show.
The big-ass Simulcast coming up next. We're Ron and Fez.
Ron, Fez, 102.7 WNEW, NEW.
Ron and Fez here. Are you tired of your better-looking friends getting all the ladies? Are your distinguishing features that shiny scalp of yours? Well, we can't help you reshape your body, but we can tell you how to get that hair back for good if you want it.
Now, our own Al Dukes is walking around wearing a baseball cap now because he's upset about his hair.
I thought that was our new equipment manager, Ronnie.
No.
That's Scoop.
He's got a Bucks cap on, Fezzy. It's not even the season. Why are you wearing it? What did
Tuck
you
it off.
I cut my hair shorter because I thought it would make it look better.
Did you cut it yourself?
No. I went to a place, but...
A place? Amish people?
No, the regular barber shop I always go to.
Here's where I need you to go. MHN Hair Studio has perfected the precise method of hair replacement that's going to eliminate your hair problems. Here you go. 1-800-HAIR-202. 1-800-HAIR-202 for a free consultation. You're going to love this, Al. MHN has a new technique that gives you 100% human hair.
Nice.
That lasts up to a year. Your problems are going to be away for a full year, Al Dukes.
And this MHN procedure works if you have a lack of hair or if you have damaged your hair. With that haircut, it looks like you've done both, Al.
Al, I know what you're worried about. Don't worry about it. There are no tracks, no sewing, no wax, just fuller, natural-looking hair. You'll be turning down dates and saving money, too, Al.
I think he's already turning down dates.
No, it's because he's gay.
Oh.
But in this case, 1-800-HAIR-202, 1-800-HAIR-202. They're going to get you on your way to a full head of hair that you can just wash and go, Al.
That's going to be nice, Al. MHN, they know hair. They've been in business for over 30 years with convenient locations in Manhattan, New Jersey, and Queens. MHN helps men and women with bald or thinning hair. For your free consultation, give MHN a call. 1-800-HAIR-202. 1-800-HAIR-202.
102.7 WNEW, New York. Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a big-ass Simulcast.
We're Ron and Fez going with ABC and Contact the Dead, the George Anderson special. It's Mackenzie Phillips, Vanna White, Brett the Hitman Hart, and Robert Blake's Weiss family trying to contact their dead friends and relatives.
Remember, if you want to reach us during the Big Ass Simulcast, you have to go to WNEW.com on your computer.
The concept of communicating with the dead still fascinates and even frightens us. Tonight,
this guy's a whore.
Oh, he's hideous. Where do we know him from?
He used to do CNN.
Who's said to have the extraordinary ability to
Did he ever do Entertainment Tonight?
No, it was Showbiz Tonight.
Oh, okay.
His
dad is Moondoggy.
Out of that illness, he believes the ability to talk to the dead emerged, a true sixth sense. Over the course of his life,
he got a flu, now he can talk to the dead.
He's got a sixth sense and no other sense.
A life after death.
See why you can't talk to your real dad, Moondoggy.
His sessions are
now, how messed up is this guy that he needs the narrator?
News media, time and time again.
I know.
In reports seen on HBO, MSNBC, and CBS News. He's considered by many to be the
George received
I see fake people.
That was impossible for
There's Dr. Gary Schwantz.
Dr. Gary Schwartz is professor of psychology.
Pull your Schwantz out, Schwartzy.
Where he's conducted experiments to measure
there we go.
ability.
Yes, it's a bathing cap with the wires on it. They must have tested them.
We're ready to believe you. Dr. Beckman.
They're the Ghostbusters. Oh, may the Schwartz be with you.
The mind of the sitters. And when you look at
that must work, Fuzzy. They got a diagram of how it works.
Oh, of course. Look, Ronnie, there's graphs. Of course, he must be psychic.
Sure.
I have sent patients to George
I just banked one
when
on you.
I felt that
his work.
I'm going to need to spank one before I am able to reach your dead father.
This many psychiatrists talk, and how often are we going to hear Billy Staples' name come up?
When I realized I had the ability, I'll be honest with you, frankly, I didn't know what to do with
On the instant feedback, Fez, it says at the end of the show, and I hate to give it away, you'll find out the psychiatrist has been dead the whole time.
But your grandmother claims that she is...
Oh, look, we got a room full of people crying.
And she does that in front of you, meaning there's a link between us, always has been. She comes to you as a mom. She comes as a second mother.
What the hell?
I'm merely the instrument here. The souls use me as...
So he's drawing while he's reading.
To bring the messages to their loved ones here on the earth.
Right.
The one male claims he's a granddad, you understand?
Oh, he does the voice, Ronnie.
Oh.
But then he said, you don't know me, understood? But I know you. The souls want us to know that the loss is only temporary.
What? That made no sense, and yet the girl's crying in the audience.
Transition from one place.
She's crying because he kicked her right before the show started.
Anyone over there for me? Yes. It's him.
I like the Al Dukes haircut he's got going.
Do that writing, so to speak.
He's got Janet Reno's hand going.
Staying out of it is the most important thing for me to do, and that scribbling or doodling helps.
People ask, how is it possible that mediums could be talking to dead people? They're dead, right? What I say is, the energy and information that leaves our body is no different than the light and the energy from the distant stars.
How much are you getting paid?
What astrophysics tells us is that light and energy has a kind of immortality. The
We're all star
probability
stuff.
of survival of consciousness being true is the same probability that the light from distant stars continues forever.
But it's going away from the planet, not coming back.
To chat.
The light from the distant stars doesn't turn around and start heading back to the star.
George claims to be that person, a conduit
Claims to be, that's right.
life and death. Tonight, we'll start off with a person who grew up on television as Julie Cooper.
Oh, I'm loving it.
Oh, here we go. Let's start with the nutcase.
She wants to contact her dad.
John Phillips.
Monday.
Daddy, there's about 30 of us going. No, I am
Why
not.
don't you try to contact Bonnie Franklin? She won't take your calls either.
How ironic. She's on one day at a time.
Right.
Father was John Phillips of the Mamas and
That's her program now.
Mackenzie has lived a very turbulent life and has experienced a great deal of personal loss.
How come you're not as hot as your mom?
Private.
Michelle Phillips.
Conducts
Or
all
I guess that's stepmom,
no
huh?
advanced background on the subject. And for the purpose of this special...
And when she's not doing this, she's doing those acne infomercials at 3 o'clock in the morning. She's 50 and talking about acne like she just got it.
Ask your dad why you're still breaking out.
Somebody spanked on her face.
Can you contact me, a dermatologist?
Oh, jeez.
Hi, Agatha.
Recognition, tears of anticipation.
To reach the dead doesn't mean you have to dig underground, you ghoul.
That mean you have to look at it like him.
George Anderson...
Oh, here we go. Beretta.
Oh, he's going to talk to Bonnie Lee Bakley's family.
Terrifying at first.
Is that Jersey Rich?
Says a very strong...
That's Jersey Rich right there.
Let's contact the dead with Jersey Rich.
All right. Let's make sure we break exactly with them. I don't want to miss a second tonight, okay, Hawk?
All right.
All right, we'll be right back. It's on ABC. If you can watch, if not, just listen along with us. It's a big-ass Simulcast with Ron and Fez.
W.
Back with the big-ass Simulcast of George Anderson's Contact the Dead on ABC. He's starting with Mackenzie Phillips.
Contact her dead career.
Spoken to me in any way, shape, or form.
I've never spoken to you ever before.
Thank you, and I will also testify to the same that I've never spoken to you.
Well, we believe you both.
Okay, so
Right, they're testifying.
Testify.
Not like they're in court. They're sitting on a couch.
Oh, she's nervous.
There's a female coming forward, understood?
I understand.
She's
Why would
apologizing
you
that she
understand?
distanced herself from you. And she
Oh, my
states
God, she's already crying.
she does regret it.
Is this Eddie Van Halen's wife?
If she didn't show up today, you'd go out of here thinking, oh, see, I'm right. She's tipped off. She embraces you in sisterliness. She says, how much closer can I get?
Is it Martian?
This is how
She's
she
already
wants
crying.
to be remembered by you.
The sister, who wasn't really my sister, as I'm sure was my cousin Patty,
who died at 25.
And she's feisty. So she says she'll take on anybody who challenges her. That she says, it's my life. I know what I'm talking about.
Excuse me, who's challenging her in the afterlife? How horrible. What are we doing, bullfighting in heaven?
She's incredibly beautiful with
there's the picture of her, even though we didn't know she was going to be coming in. We get her high school picture.
Convictions, absolutely.
God, it seemed very important for the subject's sister, in quotes, to arrive first.
So you
no
have a
doubt
sister.
to settle a misunderstanding that was long overdue. And she keeps saying that she is all right and in a happy place. She has found herself again. And she states, you never failed me.
Let's do the time warp again. She looks like the guy from,
she's Riff Raff.
She's Riff Raff.
Picked off at UEFA.
Toward the end of Patty's life, I kind of pushed her away.
The dad's too busy drinking right now to be able to come in and see her.
So out of control, and so was I, and the combination was just frightening. I think she was supposed to come over a week before she died, and I canceled at the last minute, and...
Because you got so much going on.
Yeah, start smoking
Had I not
coke.
heard from her, it would have been just too much, yeah.
There's another female coming forward now.
I hope it's Bonnie Franklin.
I'm trying to listen carefully because she embraces you as a mother, but she says, I'm not her mother.
That's Bonnie Franklin.
Pretty much raised from age 14 on by my Aunt Rosie, who's my father's sister.
O'Donnell.
But she is a mom to you.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
then we'll just not argue with this woman.
Don't argue with her.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You can't argue with any of the dead.
She says, I'm here and in a happy place also.
Sobbing like you're not.
Where is she? But she says, we're all here with you. We've never left you. Because she had great influence in your life.
Do you hear someone choking? That might be Mama Kath.
She taught me how to, do the dishes and make my bed.
I really got very well. Step on, Coach. Step on.
Bulldozer of a woman.
Bulldozer of a woman. That's Mama Kath.
You know, when he said...
In heaven, no one chokes on ham.
He was absolutely right. Don't
swallow it whole.
You live in ham
Okay,
and
a
heaven.
male presence comes to you. I take
My father's house has many hams.
Whoever he is seems to want to be established immediately. I'm here. There's apparently more to it than meets the eye.
All right, finally, the big gun. John Phillips.
We'll have more of Mackenzie after the break.
What? Another
I
break?
know him to be a straight shooter. As he states, I'm a straight shooter.
With Brett, it'll be, you know me to be a sharpshooter.
There it is.
Reaches out to his younger brother, whose death during a wrestling stunt has left him searching for answers.
I've always wanted to go, what the hell were you thinking about when you did that?
Brett, don't do it now. Don't do it.
The murdered wife of Robert Blake speaks out.
Because she admits she wants to pass on. You could not save her.
Oh, God, there's pretty as she is.
We'll do a quick break and come back to these horror masters. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
All right, Ron and Fez, we are back with ABC Big Ass Simulcast.
Contact the dead. Mackenzie Phillips waiting to hear from her dad, John Phillips.
My dad surprised me the most. He did finally say things that I've been hoping to hear for 100 years.
For 100 years? How long has he been dead?
Says, don't put words in my mouth. Some days, it's almost like you think he may be kind of mad at you.
Sure.
And he keeps telling me, I'm not mad at you. He says, you know me. If I'm mad at you, you'd hear about it.
And what's going to happen? A roof caves in?
As he says, how could I possibly be mad at the beloved daughter that I love so much?
She used to rat hole all my junk for me.
And he certainly knows that you love him. He's coming to you today to basically, and as he puts it, relieve a lot of the guilt trip on you since he passed on.
She's just sobbing for no apparent reason.
She's been sobbing before she sat down.
So he says, now don't go home and read between the lines and put in, because you know him
Don't
to be
question this man.
I think she puked.
And this is how you know it's him.
Well, first of all, I heard my father's sense of humor coming through.
Yeah, it was
and
real
then
funny.
He said,
hysterical.
I'm a real straight shooter. And that's how you'll know it's me. I don't know if anybody out there are Mamas and Papas fans, but one of my favorite Mamas and Papas songs is called Straight Shooter. He used that phrase all the time, and when George said, I'm a real straight shooter, and that's how you know it's me,
So
I was floored.
this guy couldn't go back and look at a Mama's Papa's album?
Drink.
You F.
Because he's apologizing for substance abuse.
I know you're California dreaming, but
that he apologizes for his alcohol.
Oh, by the way, young girls are coming to the canyon.
He just
and I saw her again last night.
Not that he's making an excuse, but he says the alcohol took the
Isn't it odd, Fez, the show is on Monday?
Made him feel that it wasn't so bad. Because he says he's walking fine. He says, I'm walking fine and back to my old self. He also
I'm laying in a box.
Having extreme difficulty in the chest.
I have lots of livers now.
Yeah, the difficulty is that his heart stopped 2 years ago.
That would probably make sense.
And it's so Dad. It's so Dad, my liver shot. And then when he said, I can walk okay now. My father had both of his hips replaced.
Yeah, there's no way. But he'd be able to find that out.
Very difficult. He was never able to walk well or properly ever again. There were a lot of parts of my father's death were public knowledge, but the things that George knew about the breathing and that he passed in a sleep state.
That people quit breathing when they die? Yeah, that's weird.
They are going to depart.
What was he, a cyborg? He didn't have anything that was his.
Your sister, all the different people out here embrace you with love that you're not alone. Because sometimes in your own life you feel you're so alone.
She'll be alone after this show.
They say they hope that their coming to has helped you to feel that you have found your way home and you're still part of
You know, I'd rather she dug up her dad's grave and took his watch than did this.
And in fulfillment as you're supposed to do.
Did he say anything about a watch?
We all meet again. Know that we're always
I
with
just want to see Bret Hart put the sharpshooter on this guy.
That they sign off.
He's a sharpshooter. I hope he says instead of straight shooter.
Okay, away they went. A group. But thank you very much.
All right, now get out. Get out.
She didn't get one thing about her dad.
No, all he said is that I'm here, and you know I'm here because I'm a sharpshooter.
Intensely personal.
And I don't hate you from beyond.
Got my grandma. Those are all people that
shapeshifted.
I feel like now
if they shaped you,
if you love them, put a gun in your mouth and go join them later.
Before today.
Bret the Hitman Hart has been a wrestling legend for more than 20 years. He has millions of fans around the world who have cheered his successes.
Oh, there's Flying Brian. Will you contact him too?
And pain he suffered outside the ring.
Okay, immediately
I'm loving this
one
already.
comes as mom.
I wish he was wearing his outfit.
Yes.
His mom. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, Helen Hart's coming out
not
first.
Not that long ago, understood?
She's on the undercard.
She states she's still considered
Stu's
a new
hanging
arrival.
himself while this is on.
But your mother admits, she says, during the ordeal, she wasn't afraid. Understood?
Yeah.
She's a real trooper.
She said she was born in Calgary. Does that mean anything to you?
Barely a month ago.
I see a dungeon.
It just seemed like she was talking to me the same way she always has.
Is there an anvil in your life?
Used for trooper is a word that my mom would have referred to herself as a trooper, for sure.
She speaks of your life being demanding, yes?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders.
As she puts it,
I'm a hero.
It's as if you lead a double life. It's not that you lead a double life. It's just that you may want to be one place, but something has to be somewhere else.
Life.
Yeah.
And that's what she means by a double life.
As a son of a wrestler and then growing up to be a wrestler in a profession where you
had to wear pink.
It was never real, but to everyone else that talks to you, it is real.
No, one other person thought it was real.
Now, only you believe it's real now, Bret.
The costume on, you go out and you do the whole thing.
He just said he's like Batman.
You're Bruce Wayne.
Your mother talks
you
about
idiot.
Her family always suffering from a lack of
You Mark.
Yeah.
Yes, they're Canadian.
A normal American family.
No, we're Canadian.
By any means.
He's going to kill you for calling him American.
Family, as your mother states, it's like the Titanic, every man for himself.
There's 12 kids in the family, almost one.
They all drowned after we hit an iceberg.
What mother would describe her family as the Titanic?
You know, we used to call it the Munster.
You're horrible!
We didn't have much in the way of neighbors. We just had each other. As kids.
Literally, sexually.
I think we fought and loved each other a lot.
Ew.
And it makes for a funny existence, I guess, just that.
She also remarks that there is jealousy around you, understood?
Yes.
All green appears around you, and she shows me the scene out of Gone with the Wind where Scarlett says to Rhett, I wanted everybody to be pea green with envy. It's not that you wish that.
That's because Helen Hart lived through the Civil War.
Jealousy and resentment is directed at you, and just wants to make sure you understand it's not your fault.
Yes, everyone's jealous of you, Bret.
Siblings that are very much jealous of me, and I feel bad, I think, sometimes for it because
you have the title.
I feel guilty for
because you were world champ and they never were.
Which is something I've talked to my mom about a lot.
Who's Don't misunderstand what I'm about to say, but your mother just showed me a scene out of the movie Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. In other words, she's trying to tell me there's a lot of brothers.
Right. 7 brides for Well, I've got 7 brothers.
Yeah, that's hard to figure out. Look at the family photos he's provided.
She did live as a bereaved mother, yes?
Yes.
Because she says she knew what it was like to lose a child.
Right.
She speaks about the loss of a child twice. Understood?
Yes.
She says the 2 sons are here with me. Most people seem to feel that this
fell
just
from a
issues that
ceiling.
need to be
You contacted Mrs. Von Erich by mistake.
We'll have Nora with Bret Hart after this.
My brother Owen was talked into doing a stunt.
Who's the Blue Blazers, and why is that important to you?
Top of the ceiling in the Kemper Arena in Kansas City. He died in the rain.
Owen is saying, why didn't you ever take the mask off me?
There's not one thing so far that hasn't appeared in books and TV shows.
Yeah, we knew every bit of that about John Phillips.
Right. The straight shooter, and now they have 2 dead brothers? How hard is that to look up?
Now it's been revealed that, yes, indeed, Bret Hart came from a large family. They've revealed it tonight on ABC.
All right, Al Dukes, I want you to get a medium on our show tomorrow night. And I want to find out if I can contact Fez after he dies.
No!
I don't want you to be down the neck for with no contact.
I want contact, but I don't want to talk about me dying. Yeah.
Can you get us somebody else?
Yeah, I'll try to get someone.
And then would you kill yourself and I'll call you tomorrow night after the show?
Book a medium to contact yourself after we kill you.
And then book 2 extra larges for me and Fez. Book yourself a medium and then 2 extra larges for us.
So we're still going to hear from Owen Hart, hopefully.
Yes, he's actually going to come back chanting, "I'm not a nugget."
And then we also need to hear from Vanna White. I think she's looking for a boyfriend who was killed in a plane crash, as well as her mother. And then we're going to talk to Bonnie Lee Bakley's family, Robert Blake's wife, who was murdered.
Has anybody fallen for this stuff at all?
Well, he's not saying anything.
And they keep breaking for commercial. Hey, if you want to reach us on the instant feedback, some of the stuff funny that they're sending in tonight is WNEW.com on your computer and the Ron and Fez section.
So you can contact us that way. And the show is the Big Ass Simulcast, and it's ABC. It's on right now. It's Contact with the Dead. It's the George Anderson special.
But Brian's saying wrestlers leave double lives, and it's fake, and he has 7 brothers. You must be a psychic.
See, there's nothing that any of the rest of us don't know.
No.
Or that you couldn't find out on the internet.
Oh, yeah, exactly. If you read the Hart family books, and there's tons of them, it's the same crap. We know they're fighting with each other.
And these families are obviously providing them with plenty of photos.
And Brett, I mean, talk about doing fake stuff. At least you had some dignity in wrestling.
Oh, he's gone. He's over the edge at this
Your mom's
point.
dead a month, and you're babbling like Billy Staples on the TV show? And it always gets back to being about himself. Yeah, they're jealous of the big green man.
Yeah, Bret Hart's mother comes back to tell him, everyone's so jealous of you, you're so good, you're my favorite.
Why would she say anything bad about the rest of the family?
Now, if any of the other Hart children had shown up to do this, the psychic would have told them the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone likes you, and you're good, and you're a hero.
And your dad has a humpback and walks around like a question mark. Does that mean anything? Your dad's shaped like a question mark. What does that mean?
You enjoy a stew? What?
I'm seeing a pot of stew. What does that mean?
A bent-over pot of stew. Someone bent over a pot of stew.
Oh, my God. That's my dad. He's bent, and his name is Stew. No, I'm reading S-T-E-W. So it can't be your dad. This is actually a pot of stew.
So hopefully we'll get to hear from Owen when we come back. And how about that Mackenzie Phillips? Just eat on. Everything that came through for her. Eat on.
I see you with a Mexican blanket over your back. Are you a barrel or some kind of a donkey?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I see you peaking at age 16. Does that mean anything to you?
I see a building superintendent who keeps letting himself into your apartment.
Is there a Snyder somewhere? I see you not getting a Van Halen brother. What does that mean?
What went so wrong?
I wish Owen Hart would have showed up and beat up Mackenzie Phillips. Here we are back to Contact.
Talking to the Dead on ABC. It's our big-ass Simulcast.
Here's Jim Murray, half a fag.
We saw George make contact with Bret Hart's recently departed mother, Helen. Now Bret is about to hear from two brothers whose deaths continue to haunt him.
There's
Papa
two
Shango's
males
here.
claiming that they're brothers to you. You know, one brother...
He hated it when The Undertaker did this stuff.
He could have been closer, understood?
Yeah.
But he admits having a great deal of problems on the earth that got in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you and this one brother must have definitely conflicted, understood? Because he goes, the bucking of heads.
Jealous again?
My brother was Dean. He was sort of my closest brother as a kid growing up. And then as we got older, we weren't that close anymore. And then he eventually passed away. I've always felt like
because here's the thing, the Hart brothers are now reaching their 70s.
I don't
so
know
many
if we butted
GD
heads quite as much, but I could see my brother Dean thinking we did. I
no, it's never your fault, Brett, is it?
Thinking that all the way.
You couldn't possibly be responsible for the joy you bring to the earth.
Yeah.
I get between you and he.
By Vince McMahon.
Because he just tells me to tell you I
spitting on somebody.
Understood?
Yeah.
You joined the NWO one time.
Now, your other brother does draw close, understood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's one that there's a gap with, and yet there's another one that there's closeness with.
That's the T.
Because your other brother comes to you
as the Blazer.
If I didn't know better, well, actually he is emotionally your best pal.
What does a sharpshooter mean?
My brother Owen was talked into doing a stunt where they wanted to be released from a top of the ceiling in the Kemper Arena in Kansas City. They dropped him 78 feet to his death with no safety cables or anything. He died in the ring.
He begged to do it or he wouldn't have been on the pay-per-view.
What the hell were you thinking about when you did that? You know, where was I? You know? And I carried that.
You're with WCW.
Remember?
Your other brother states you actually, you kind of babied him, understood?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Because
he was
looks
the baby?
upon you in a fatherly manner, understood? Because he keeps hugging you. As his dad, his brother, his friend, that you made such a difference in his life for the time he was
Brad's
here on the
wondering
earth.
what time he gets paid.
And he just wants to
he
make
can't
sure
bend over far enough to hug his real dad.
Forget that because he has not forgotten it.
Well, I think of my brother Owen.
You ate stew with him?
I think of all times. I think I taught him how to tie his shoelaces. I taught him how to play Cowboys in Indy. I taught him
how to play Cowboys and Indians. How hard's that?
That's the one thing Stu could have done. He stares at his shoelaces all day.
Do as well or do better than me.
Because he does thank you.
Again, it's compared. He couldn't do as well as me.
I got the strap.
For the brother that you babied, you're like his hero.
Why don't you teach him how to...
Brett's crying.
Yeah. Conversation.
Why instead of teach him to tie his shoes, teach him how to tie a safety cable. Here they comes.
That I've been blessed with. Relationships and the matches and the... I always imagined someday I would sit on my porch and I can't really talk to my brother Owen.
And both brothers remarked that in your loss of them and your mother, you've had to suffer in silence.
How odd. The only brothers that would talk to you are both dead. Try getting along with the ones on Earth.
The expression life stinks and then you die.
Oh, that's great.
That you've thought that. Like, you know, all right, well, they're gone, you know, and you can never make things better.
As long as Brett's unhappy, I'm a little bit happier.
It's never too late to make things better, and they're glad that they have the opportunity to do so.
Hit this guy with a chair, Brett.
But the crowd of people that were here are telling me they're pulling back from me. And they do ask
Double J
to pray for them.
You broke into his dressing room and wrote racial slurs?
Just think back to today when you're overwhelmed.
Does the term slat nuts mean anything to you? I see a double J coming through.
And with that, they step aside.
Or is that your dad just turned upside down?
It's kind of like what I thought it would be. I was hoping I would hear something from my mom. Again, it seemed like a conversation I had with my mom just a few months ago.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Almost a little too cozy. It was like thought I was back in the kitchen, you know, talking to her.
Yeah,
I wanted to hear from my brother Owen. I thought he captured the big brother or the closeness that I had with my brother Owen.
Who couldn't?
I wanted to hear from my brother Dean.
Malenko.
I just thought it came across very...
I wanted to hear from Brian Pillman.
For nearly 2 decades, Vanna White has been a welcome...
So, wait a minute. The only thing we got from Owen Hart is like you were like a brother to me? To his own brother?
It doesn't seem to be that real, I'll admit.
This was hideous.
This will be their first...
All right, here comes King Gimp, back for another reading.
With you, a female presence comes to you, so I take it you understand?
Pat Sajak.
She states she is your mom. She also tells me that she's very close with you. And I take it you certainly understand.
Hey, your mom's close.
Yes.
She taught me the alphabet. I based my career on it.
But also is
Your mom loves you.
Your mother speaks of health trouble prior to her passing, yes?
Yes.
She does speak of an illness affecting a majority of
She
her
wants to buy a valve. You know what that means?
spreads. She speaks of it being like a cancer.
My
That
mother's
would be
cancer
cancer.
began with ovarian.
It spread like a cancer. Oh, you mean her cancer spread like a cancer?
And 7 years later, she...
You think the dead would be more eloquent with their words?
And she died after a couple of months, after finding more cancer.
Now she speaks
We all
of
wish we
your
were
dad,
dead
yes?
after the show.
Yes.
Too bad she didn't have a free spin.
What's that mean?
Now I'm confused again. She brings up
I
dad
never watched
twice.
the show.
You understand?
Yes.
And I'll buy the grandfather clock and put the rest on a Spiegel gift certificate.
About 2 dads. I do have 2 dads.
Because
my biological father
And his
my
lover.
stepfather, Herbert, adopted me when I was 3. So he became my father.
Herbert White.
Also heard
And the two of them used to 69 in front of me.
Understood? But passed on?
Yes.
Because she's bringing up brother.
Yes.
That's why when you were born,
It's Owen
you
again.
were so
Owen-
exceptionally special.
Owen wanted more time.
Because she had lost
Is that
a child
Dave Matthews
prior
talking to
you,
her?
and then felt extremely blessed when you were born and arrived safely.
When George said the name David, I felt chills because my mother
That's crazy.
told me before I was born
My mother's name was
that
David.
she had a son named David. And this must be the same David because
was
she
king
said
of the
he was my
Jews.
brother. So
It was David Caruso. We haven't seen him in years.
that's something that I've never told anyone.
Also Helen, too.
Helen Hart. Yeah, she's
passed
back.
on.
She won't go
Understood.
away.
Leave it with you. Your mother's insisting yes. So she says she's here with us. This soul seemed to lose her patience.
We know Jersey Rich.
This may not be understood right
Why would
now.
a soul
but it
lose
will
their
be
patience?
understood. And just insisted
They have to
that
go.
it was correct and to leave it with the subject that the subject would recall.
Helen, isn't
She's
Helen
on the phone with her dead mother.
Dad's mother's name?
How's heaven?
Hello? What? Shouldn't
It's
I
long
know
distance.
My grandmother's name? Thanks. Bye.
You're retarded.
Helen is my grandmother.
You're absolutely
Oh.
retarded.
So I think with this they're going to pull back.
She thought it was Helen Hunt.
I'm just hesitating because your mother said, wait,
The
don't go.
career she should have had.
I was under the impression that the session was coming to its conclusion. Then it seemed as if a white veil was starting to come down between us. And all of a sudden,
Oh, that's the fast
white
money
veil
round.
was held by the soul in the hereafter. It was lifted again.
You won't get off the game show, will you? That's your thing.
No.
Here's your chance. Speak
Here's your
now or
chance,
forever
Corky.
hold your peace.
That
Besides,
bastard
the people
people.
have come forward. Another male comes forward. You understood?
Yes.
He says you're waiting for him.
I felt that the session
Pat
was about
Sajak.
to end, and in my head I was saying, oh, please, please, I would love to speak to John.
Say it out loud. You're there with a medium.
Killed in a plane crash. And lo and behold, he came forward.
I had to be the big
I think my
bopper.
mother had something to do with it.
Her two dads were the big boppers.
After the break, we'll see more of Vanna and
Oh,
hear
God,
about the
another
loss
break.
that broke her heart.
Well, we can't wait.
He stole my heart, and he
Oh.
broke my heart.
He broke his stolen heart.
Murdered wife, Bonnie, shed some light on her own death.
You're an idiot, Murray. You believe completely now.
Coming up, we will have Robert Blake's dead wife speaking for the first time.
Well, I hope this shows up in the court case. Are we going to break here, Hawk?
Hawk wants us to break.
This is painful. It's the Big Ass Simulcast on ABC right now. You're listening to Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
Ron and Fez back with the Big Ass Simulcast. Vanna White talking to a former boyfriend killed in a plane crash.
Woman that ever came into his life. And he doesn't mean that just because of your physical beauty, because of the beauty within.
Yeah. She's so nice. He forgot when he was banging her.
Boy, this is just a complimentary medium. Everyone's the greatest and most beautiful.
Then he speaks of the relationship as sometimes being very one-sided.
Yes.
He put more into it than
He used to
he did.
spank on me.
That's what he meant by one-sided.
He wouldn't give me a reach around.
Movie with Marlon Brando, The Wild One. So a bit on the wild side, no doubt.
We were bikers.
John was a wild one. I never knew from day to day what was going to happen. It was great. It was a great life. It was challenging. It was fun. It was never boring.
Yeah, at times it would make you crazy, he says, because it
Not nearly as boring as turning letters every day for 30 years.
He was very insecure on the earth.
He wasn't sure that he was ready to make a commitment.
Oh, God. Why couldn't Beretta have married her?
So I think that's what he was talking about. And I was very patient. I adored him and loved him, and I was waiting for him.
You never gave up on him, and he thanks you for never giving up on him.
He thanks you for all the anal you supplied over the last few years.
Because as he states, most people would have...
The skull was fabulous.
Said the heck with it.
I think John had to say a lot. Because he left...
Pat Sajak is laughing his ass off right now.
I think we didn't
Just
have
wiping tears out of his eyes.
He does love you, he always has.
What a dumb broad.
This love that had been so powerful, it did not die. It was hooking up again.
Yeah, she should marry him now.
Again,
she should dig his ass up and marry him now.
Climb in the box and sleep with him.
Was very special. It puts a smile on my face.
Your dad, your grandparents, the other people, your brother, everybody else that was here.
This guy looks like he's running one with this hand of his.
By the way, you got one living relative? I'd like to...
Anyway, he went.
I cannot believe some of the things that he said.
I don't believe any of them, honey.
I lost my mother with cancer. He dwelled on that.
She lost her mother? Look behind the couch.
In a tragic plane crash. He hit it right on the head.
How could he have done that?
He said it's real. No one can know some of the things that he said. I'm sure people are out there saying, oh, this is baloney.
That's me.
People can believe whatever they want.
We're saying he's fake. We're saying your breasts are fake.
I believe it. And it's very special to me. Yes, I am private, but this was very touching to me.
Show us your privates.
It means something to me. Perhaps it doesn't.
If he was trying to contact you, the letters would be different on the puzzle you turned around.
I'd believe it if
he spell out messages to you.
I believe it if he gave us a beef shot.
Wife, Bonnie Lee Bakley, was shot and killed in Los Angeles.
There we go, Beretta.
This case of her murder has never been solved. In the wake of this tragic death, Bonnie's mother and sister have come to George hoping to find some answers. As a reminder, no one has given George any information on the Bakeleys, nor does he know who this session will be with.
My sister Bonnie was just recently killed last May in Hollywood.
Molly Shannon should play her.
To an actor, Robert Blake, and there's a lot
of... Oh, look, it's Mimi from the Drew Carey Show.
Surrounding her death. She was a feeling, caring, loving woman.
That's not what we hear.
She wanted to be famous. And she met...
Chubby Checker, Jerry Lee Lewis, Beretta.
Had a baby and got married. Unfortunately, it wasn't the ideal life. I'm hoping that Bonnie comes through with a clue that nobody has picked up on.
Yeah.
That
makes sense.
Help to solve.
We got this clue from the dead. We got another clue. Only this time it came from the dead.
Beretta's walking. Here's the evidence.
She just want fame and then to die for it.
Oh, that and speedy. Here's a clue. There's a bullet in her brain.
Marjorie and Marjorie. They're both named Marjorie, just spelling it different.
To both of you. And this is a young female.
I see two Marjories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not an elderly woman. This is a young female who definitely has not been there that long, true? Because she says to me, I just got here.
In hell.
Now, she tells me she's
it sure is hot in hell.
To you.
Yes.
Because she embraces you with love, says she's your daughter, and you're her mom.
I'm not sure, but I think that's Martian and Christie.
You as a sister.
Sure, it's 2/3 of
For some reason,
Billy's
your daughter
Angels.
keeps emphasizing she's all right. There must be a reason that you need to hear that. Yeah, she says you're frightened for her. And she says, if anything, again, she's safe. She's frightened for you as to how...
Because he'll kill again.
You're dealing with the situation.
From the way she was speaking to me...
Can you be frightened in death?
I could tell that there was something...
Heaven is a frightened place? I'm very nervous about my folks.
Not being spoken about.
I don't understand.
They really throw that eternal peace thing out of the
Yeah, right.
Right out the window.
Means nothing.
Because she speaks of a tragic
Was
past.
she killed by a little rascal?
Interesting. She says it was
I see a stymie.
First.
Was there a
And then
fright?
she says
I know who
very
gathered.
strong calm came over her. She says she knew what was going to happen. She says, I'm not surprised at where I was.
She's always saying, I finally got everything I've always wanted. I've got a famous husband. I've got a beautiful little baby with her.
What a
I
whore.
don't think I'm going to live to enjoy it.
She doesn't.
All I've ever wanted is a famous husband.
In her life. But she doesn't want to say she committed suicide.
Right.
You marry Robert Blake, you're committing suicide.
She knew the death was coming, and that's what makes it all the harder. And
Oh, the
we
happier.
all knew it was coming about. It's unrealistic.
And take the baby and get the alimony.
Even when it does happen.
Because she says that she passed from health trouble. But the health trouble was being sick at heart.
She always wanted love, desperately seeking
Susan.
the love of her life. And
Mickey from
she
Little Rascals.
never found it. She was very disappointed in all relationships.
Yes, most people
that she
consider
had,
bullets
and
unhealthy.
I guess specifically with the last one.
I didn't know a lot of
Robert Blake,
prostitutes
she
were
was very
seeking
much
love,
in
but
and
okay.
she was sick at heart because she knew she couldn't go on.
She says, I don't want to speak about the circumstances of my death.
Too
She
bad.
says, they already know that. She says, you don't have to go over that again and relive the agony. She says, we have to take up...
Oh, how odd that the nation's most famous victim won't tell us who murdered her.
If she just told us the last person that she saw when she was alive, that would be it.
To be addressed where the souls out of love know automatically what we need to hear, and that's what they will address. For example, in this session, the loved ones wanted to know specifics as to how their loved one died, but what they really needed was to know that she is okay.
No,
we
it's
know
not
how
true.
my sister was killed, and I believe we already know who was responsible for her death. There was no need to hash it up again because we've been over and over it for the last 5 months.
Not with her.
So there's nothing new to
Oh,
say
these
about
two
it.
are going to try to get everything. They're going to be living in Beretta's house.
She wants to make
Eating
sure that
his
you
food.
understand you didn't fail her.
I can't believe it, but these two are actually the pretty ones of the family.
Understood?
Yeah.
They got all the looks.
Save her.
Well, my sister wanted me to come out and live with her, and
Was there a Huggy Bear anywhere around?
actually she had me help her drive her things to California, and I wouldn't go all the way. I left in Dallas.
Oh,
Texas,
she went all the
and
way,
She
your
drove
sister.
on, but she wanted me to be there with her so bad, and I just felt
What a
terrible
pig.
that I wasn't there, and I couldn't stop her from going.
Why
and
was she charging $600 for Around the World, and what does that
in
mean?
Memphis and not going out to Hollywood? I believe she'd still be alive.
You think so?
As a matter of fact, and this is nothing
Idiot,
to do
if
with
she had
religion,
stayed in Jersey?
It wasn't natural causes, you morons. It was a bullet in the head.
death. He comes to you in compassion to assure you that your daughter, sister's passing was a peaceful one.
And Robert
despite, the
Blake.
circumstances.
Just a bullet ripping through her brain.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
all.
only bad part. Other than that, it was very nice. Robert Blake said he'd give you both $16,000 if you'd shut up.
According to Blake, she was in the car gurgling blood.
Right now they do.
Sounds great.
But she just blabbed to everybody. But she has to because this is
What
a
did they eat
private
at that Italian restaurant?
that you've had to him on her behalf.
I think I'm going to get some lasagna at
When
home.
we come back, we'll have more with the Bakeleys
No,
and see
we
their
won't be coming
reaction
back, my
as
friend.
Bonnie sends her sister
Brown
a
and Fez
gift
are getting out of
from
here.
beyond the grave.
A few days before doing this with you,
The nasty.
a female kept coming to me and telling me to make sure that I brought a certain article with me.
And I brought in some panties.
And that is a dead cockatoo.
Well, let's get out of here, Fez.
Wow, this guy's really bad. That was Contact Talking to the Dead with George Anderson, our big-ass Simulcast tonight. That is it for Ron and Fez. We're done. We're going to be back tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're actually, should we even do another big ass simulcast with the Aussies? Sure. I don't know if I can handle them anymore. This thing took everything out of me.
You'll feel different tomorrow. You'll rest.
You think?
And I'm sure Owen's still trying to reach somebody.
Poor Owen Hart. How embarrassing. Do you realize the rest of the Hart family must have been just sitting around shocked?
His brother put him in tights and dragged him through the ring one more time. That is it for us. We'll be back tomorrow right after Opie and Anthony at 7 o'clock.